platforms right now. I'm not even reach, tell you the truth. Alright. I don't want to believe it. Laura, what's up? What's up, Laura? How you doing, Laura? I'm not telling a lie. As I say, I burn the midnight oil, you know. All the day oil, every oil I burn. Hurricane Melissa, they have weapon with toes. Matthew, what's up? You know, say, I watch a TikTok video a while ago, you know, say the man them dip on the hurricane dump off for them side. Jamaicans, why wanna do it? Why wanna do it? Brother, if anything happen to you out there, you know, bro. Brother, yo, John O'Star. Brother, I don't understand the man them, brother. You don't think I joke me, mate? You don't think I joke me, mate? No. Turn on this. Turn on that. Danny, what's up? Tia, what's up? You don't think I joke me, mate? No. So I couldn't believe the man them there on the coast like, hear
too bad. Me have to make one.
Hear that? The wave them active.
Me not going too bad. Me have to make one see, man. And when we talk over internet, I want to check.
The man them risk their life. Forget. The man them risk them life. Forget. Lion and whale and universe on TikTok. Jennifer, what's up? You notice someone me go live and me hard me there? Usually me go one, I'll go on the road sometime. But from the man them say hurricane, bro, me stay home, bro. Me stay like so, bro. Yankee bless, big up. From the man them say hurricane, me stay home. Because I don't live in a flood prone area. Zine. But them money are so, brother.
Yeah, I did it.
The man them go up on the sea. Now them are left now.
John.
Seaside the man them going now. Down a Portland.
Yeah, man, my voice feel like me come back now. Feel like me can't show that again.
Be a rain and fall. Man, I'm after I drive through, yeah, right, I go through the bush. Just for see. John, what's up,
Respect
John? Christine, how you doing?
Where you come from? Yeah, that's a 10 roads up. I can't, no man over there. I show you that in a baby. Come on, man. Come on.
As I said, I encourage the people to listen to the instructions, whether you're going to a shelter, whatever the case might be. And more talk about the shelter them. Mighty God of Daniel. So reports are come out about the shelter them. Let me go up on Andre's show. Let me play that first. Andre. Media Connection. And guys, remember to go and look for PDTV Global News and subscribe to PDTV Global News, yeah? I'm going to teach Andrew how to put in channel, but he's supposed to know him. I'm going to tell you how to put in channel link. In channel link, right, that's so. Yeah, me put it right here, so. I'm going to teach him how to do it. In email, everything, so people can just click on it and just go straight to his site. Instead of have it just in our words alone. I'm going to teach him how to do it. Them look at things that are important to your channel growth, you know. You understand? Yo, man, I tell you, brother, the man them on the TikTok, man, them do the worst thing, them, brother. Worst thing. Look like that the people them on TikTok, love. I've been on TikTok now. Remember one time you used to get When we just start out, music get 200 people, 100 odd people. No, from MC say, me is not a TikTok person. I'm really at about constructive things. Yo, me don't really get a lot of viewers, but me still do it same way because is, you know, me just to be consistent. That's how I am. The few people that come and listen, I know I'm just trying to reach the people that want to hear the message. So I ask the people that watch me, please hit the like button, tap up the screen when you come in. You can't just come in for the TikTok so and not tap up the screen. What you tell TikTok is that you don't like this. What's up, Paula? What's up, Paula? Me good in a Paula, me good with me there, you know. Me not start experience no hurricane. Hey Marjorie, how you doing? Yuna, what's up, Yuna? Yeah, so the guys don't go anywhere. Me just gonna share the live in the group. So just give me a minute. Give me I told you guys to give me 60 seconds, but I was over. Hey, thank you for liking the live, Trixie. Respect. All right, for the people on YouTube, please remember hit the like button. No, so we can get the video out. No, I was listening to Andre earlier, and he said something very interesting. I was like, what?
The national anthem. You brought the national anthem. You're going to feel it. Not a joke.
I say you have no bull and up community bull. They have one second in the back, the reaction in the back.
Good afternoon, Andre, and what?
Me keep the name Marky G or the glory. Metro see worldwide.
This is anything I feel about that one religion. This is
if I've done you today, man.
So
Andre, I told
almost lost points, but this bush could go without saying. You have to have allocation for the needy. Persons are going to run out of groceries. Some people don't live anywhere. They're gonna go to the shelters. You need money. Nothing in the kitty. No money for the food.
And that is applicants. What is $1.5 million to give constituencies to go buy food? All they can do is give the people them token mackerel, 1 pack of lasco, 2 pound of flour, 2 pound of rice, and 1 pound of sugar, and a pound of candy.
Madness.
But tell us, Andrew, Wellness and this government, they have no heart for the people.
None.
Them not even have blankets in the shelters, them, you know. Them not tarpaulin in the shelters, them, you know. Some of the shelters, them don't even have proper toiletries, you know. I want to listen. You want me to read what a teacher said about a shelter?
This is what I want to know for you. I want to listen to this. This is a teacher at a shelter, right? Hold on there. Make Queen, when you're there a long time, let's see your company life, you know. What you deal with? You good? Big up yourself. The Queen just text me all, I'm going to send her a voice note. I want to listen what a teacher said about a shelter that she's a teacher at the school. Listen to this. Just listen to this.
Let me hear.
Listen to this. This is up Keisha Hill, Upper Padmore in a St. Andrew. Are we braced for the impending onslaught of Melissa? We are urged to keep safe. As principal for Padmore Primary, I just want to declare that although the school is listed as a shelter, it also needs a shelter as it is not safe. There is no sheltered supply delivered. The windows are old and bent and the classroom floods when a lot of rain falls. If you have an inside bathroom, it may be safer to stay in the bathroom at the school is detached from the building. Therefore, you may be blown away or soaked by rain if you dare to want to relieve yourself. The relevant authorities know that the school is in no position to be a shelter. We will, however, be making the plant available to the public. However, anyone has a place where the school can shelter or a raincoat big enough to protect the tattered roofs that will let in all the rainwater, please let me know. Thank you. Reading update from a concerned principal. Mighty God.
Wow. Let me hear.
Listen to this, Jamaica.
Now play it again.
This is up Keisha Hill, Upper Padmore in a St. Andrew.
St. Andrew.
As we brace for the impending onslaught of Melissa, we are urged to keep safe. As principal for Padmore Primary, I just want to declare that although the school is listed as a shelter, it also needs a shelter as it is not safe.
We don't need to go no further. The principal of the school is declaring that although the school is listed as a shelter, how are you doing there, reader? Although the school is listed as a shelter, it is not safe. It is not safe. Guys, it's not a joking matter, but sometimes I have to laugh. And you see Andrew in the press conference and Dora the Explorer, Asgold, big up. You see them and you hear them talking about, oh, you know, you can't, so we never give you the information. 881 shelters, and the shelters don't have the equipment. Velma, how you doing? That's why I'm going to play it again, because I know say when I go things say, oh, you guys are not hearing right, you know. So I'm going to play it again. Listen, I'm going to play it again, man. Because this have to soak in, you know. Because this is the reality of Jamaica, and not to you see these press conferences that they're keeping, as far as I'm concerned, it's more about them. And let me tell you why. Listening to Andre and Perry, Andre said something important. He said, in this time, we need to see the opposition and the ruling party in these press conferences together. Right? Jennifer, how are you doing? We need to see both of them in these conferences together. We don't need to hear just from the government alone. And they keep saying in the press conferences, don't make it political. But that's exactly what they have been doing. Because when Desmond McKenzie came out attacking the PMP, saying the PMP saying that contractors were not paid and that and whatever, asking these questions. And you know, I have to address it because this was at one of the press conferences, you know. And they keep saying, don't listen to anybody else. You see why they don't want them to listen to anybody else? Because you're going to get the reports about things like these that are happening to people in real time. These reports coming out of these shelters, right? And people are going to say it's politics. Brother, it's not politics. It's the harsh reality of the poor preparation of the government. They have no excuses. Last year, we had Beryl. Beryl was catastrophic. They keep talking about it and reminding us that it is the one that affected our economy. Then if you realize that it's affecting our economy, our GDP and debt to GDP, I mean, it's not like hurricane stop come at Jamaica within our hurricane zone. So what would you think a practical government is supposed to do that claim that they are the best government that Jamaica ever see? Well, it's to plan properly. One way of planning properly is to making sure that all these shelters that you're speaking of, especially just before hurricane season, you make sure that they are equipped to deal with this type of crisis, this type of disaster, because we saw one already last year. It's not like it happened 10 years ago and, oh, you know, we slack off and we forget about it. It should have been fresh in our minds as the government. This government should have had the zeal and the motivation to make sure that they took care of the Jamaican people better. And I saw the Prime Minister in a slick way. I'm not going to play it because I know it's going to upset people. But I saw him in a slick way in the press conference earlier today, saying that people are on social media posting the video right at Sandy Gully, but that's at the entrance to the sea and whatever. It's not people, it's CBS and Fox News, right? So they're trying to do damage control because the international community has picked up on what is happening in Jamaica, the lack of preparedness. I'm going to play the audio for you with the white man. And listen, I'm just going to make you hear what he said because he was so shocked. You could hear it in his voice. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Mountains around Kingston, Jamaica, where the rain from Melissa is starting to fall. You can just make out.
No, man, something wrong with my speaker, man. Mommy, look on your phone if your phone have on Bluetooth. All of a sudden, this speaker is chopping up. Huh? So what happened to the speaker? Was it playing good when you was using it? So what is this? I don't understand. Huh? No. I'm talking about the big speaker. It had a problem? Look like water catch it, man. I notice all of the audios that I'm playing them sound choppy. I don't like that. And the audios are actually smooth because I've heard them before. Hold on the people. Let me just make some adjustments and change my audio system. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Antonio. Hey, let me tell you something. If you know hard, if your heart leads you to donate. Alright? After this storm, we're gonna need all those donations. Real talk. We're gonna need all the financial aid that we can get. So if you can donate now, I want to heart lead enough to do it, donate. I tell you that's true. Yeah, real talk. Stuff is crazy out here, man. What I'm seeing coming with this category 5, Lord of mercy.
You can just make out the mountains around Kingston, Jamaica behind me, where the rain from Melissa is starting to fall. And even as this is closer, what you see behind me, all these trucks down here are carrying out, trying to dig out debris from these gullies. These are the gullies that are supposed to carry all of this rainfall. Could be a couple of feet out of the mountains and out to the ocean. But the concern is because of all of the buildup that's been down here for years, that the gullies could be overwhelmed, that it could overflow the walls into these neighborhoods, that it could even potentially compromise this bridge, the roadway that we're standing on, which is a major thoroughfare between the western and the eastern part of the island. You can just make out the mountains around Kingston, Jamaica behind me, where the rain from Melissa is starting to fall. And even as the storm gets...
So this is one of the videos that has gone viral all over the world because it's international news, right? Right? Antonio, what's up? So they clearly see that the Sandy Gully is severely compromised. Now, Andrew Holness in power for 10 years. The gully not being clean for 10 years. He cannot blame the PMP for the gully not being clean for 10 years. So this right here is making them look supremely like they're backwards, and rightfully so. Why is this? Why so much sediments there in the water? Like the sand is like high, you know. The truck is right there, and I'm telling you, the height of the dirt that is in the gully, if you've seen the video, is halfway up the truck. The truck is on the base and you can see it's that high. So if the truck is this high, the sand is right here. So that's crazy. That's gonna cause some problems. Like you said, it might compromise the walls. So hear what Andrew said them do now. Andrew said the man them cut out some channels to make the water divert on the side through the same build up of the sand or the sediments. And that him saying at the press conference, like that is a fix. And he was smiling while saying it, and it kind of irritated me because I was like, huh? Bro, this is serious. He's making light of a serious situation, you know. It truly pisses me off. Like, it really did. But I didn't say anything at the time. I was like thinking about like, wow. Wow. Honestly. So this is the reality. They don't want the mainstream, they don't want us to be talking about what's going on. Marlon, I'm telling you. Mary Lizzie, what's up, my darling? They don't want us to be talking about the reality of what this is. oh, not politics. Bridget, everything is politics. I hate when people say that. Everything is politics. That's what I've learned. All of it is politics. Politicians have a huge responsibility. What they have done is increase their pay to 200 to 300% and told us the reason why it should be increased is because we need to get more premium workload out of them. So we have to pay them better. And then we see, and also to keep the brightest minds. They are not prepared at all. Exactly. So like another New Orleans. Thank you, T. Right? Exactly. Right? You're from New Orleans, T? Are you from New Orleans? So this is what is happening. Sandy Gully is one of the biggest gullies in Jamaica, the longest gully in Jamaica. Span through several communities. Water coming from way up in the hills, come straight down to the sea. All right. So we cannot continue like this, and they're making light of it. Like, you know, yes. The Sandy Gully is not clean, but this is what we did. I like that eliminates the reality that they were severely ill prepared, to the point where these people just talked about you know, legalizing Obia 2 weeks ago, and now telling the country that they need to pray to God. I hope that God you know, lessens the damage and turns away the storm, because they know if the storm should hit, it is going to be catastrophic damage. Does that sound like a government to you that cares about the people? They have been busy filling their pockets instead of doing their jobs, and that is the reality. And if you think it's a lie, I'm telling, look at Bobby Montague. Look at the case with him and the cars, the police cars, millions of dollars gone, and the cars are not here. Still don't get some of the cars them yet. The police cars, you know, something for our security, you know. And this is the same government that boasts about spending the most money on security and national security. But yet still, they don't talk about the monies that were disappeared with no return to that field. So everywhere we turn with this government, Makajukos. So let's go back to the shelter. Listen to this.
Urge to keep safe. As principal for Padmore Primary, I just want to declare that although the school is listed as a shelter, it also needs a shelter as it is not safe.
The shelter needs a shelter, guys. The shelter that they're telling people to leave their houses and go to needs a shelter. I would like to know how many of these shelters are compromised. I've heard about St. Ann, one of them in St. Ann. I've heard about another one. Like the roof is leaking. Do you know that people being in the cold space like that and the rain falling can get them sick? Our hospitals are compromised. I want you guys to understand how severely compromised this entire system of Jamaica is. Our hospitals are compromised. I think it was a month or so ago before the elections. St. Anne's Bay Hospital, the laundry was piling up. Maggot was coming out of the laundry. People cannot find beds to... Listen, if a lot of people get sick in Jamaica, the hospitals cannot help them. It's going to actually hurt them. That's my point. Severely ill-prepared.
There's no shelter supply delivered. The windows are old and bent, and the classroom floods when a lot of rain falls.
The classroom floods when a lot of rain falls. Mighty God of Daniel. The classroom floods when a lot of rain falls. The windows are compromised. All can't shut good. Breeze a blow water in. What type of shelter? And there's no supplies in the shelter. This is what the teacher is saying. That is at the school. Say for instance, them said to us that, oh listen, yeah man, we keep the beds and stuff in another place. Because I heard Andrew say that on the press conference, you know. They keep the stuff close by to the shelters. Do you guys really believe that Andrew Owen's government have beds and supplies stored in a place close by the 881 shelters that's in Jamaica? Do you guys really believe that? One of the other things that he also admitted, Nessa, how you doing, my darling? One of the things that Andrew Owen also admitted in the press conference is that they are getting reports that people are turning up at the shelters and there's nobody there. They have to wait 30 minutes for the person that actually should open the shelter to come and open it. What can go so? How do you activate a shelter and it's not activated? And these people, and somebody else said this, we are so happy. We are so happy that Mark Golding did not win the election. To come and face this. What they left for Mark Golding, he should have won. I'm telling you. If I know what you're doing, them don't care. They don't care. They are wicked. Right? And then I hear him talking about, oh, you know, we have to be careful how we spend money right now because the GDP and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Sister T, what's up? Me I tell you guys, why? Yo, I don't even understand, bro. Like, I don't even know what is going on, man. These people, I really don't know how Jamaica made this mistake and voted for the evil that they know. Isn't that what they said? It's better to continue with the evil that they know. Well, here we go. The evil is now, the evil is ill prepared. Right? Just like the monies are unaccounted for. Just like 24 babies died in 25 days in Jubilee Hospital. Can you imagine elderly people in this weather and they're supposed to go to a shelter and it doesn't have supplies? How about medical supplies? And we are supposed to, Jamaica, we deserve better than this. We deserve better than this. I hope you know that. I hope you know that we deserve better than this. I really hope you guys know that. What you say? That's why, Bolo, I don't do any shelter, Bolo. In Lucky Valley, Northeast, St. Catherine, I am in a friend's house in St. James, West Central. Okay. Me happy too. May God have mercy on my brothers and sisters. Why? I'm telling you.
If you have an inside bathroom, it may be safer to stay in the bathroom at the school is detached from the building. Therefore, you may be blown away or soaked by rain if you dare to want to relieve yourself.
You want to hear that?
If you have an inside bathroom, it may be safer to stay in the bathroom at the school is detached from the building. Therefore, you may be blown away or soaked by rain if you dare to want to relieve yourself.
Me not think me hear right. Yo, let me play that again. No.
Windows are old and bent and the classroom floods when a lot of rain falls. If you have an inside bathroom, it may be safer to stay in the bathroom at the school is detached from the building. Therefore, you may be blown away or soaked by rain if you dare to want to relieve yourself. The relevant authorities know that the school is in no position to be a shelter. We will, however, be making the plant available to the public. However, if anyone has a place where the school can shelter or a raincoat big enough to protect the tattered roofs that will let in all the rainwater, please let me know. Thank you. Reading update from a concerned principal.
Going into the bathroom. No. The bathroom is detached from the shelter. So you might get blown away if you need to relieve yourself. What are we doing? What are we doing right now, bro? This is the reality. And you know they're having another press conference. You know that, right? They're having another press conference, you know? They are having another press conference. But I digress. My good brother Marvin has a serious message.
So it might be our food in Jamaica that you love. It could very well be the music in Jamaica that you love. Whatever it is that connects you to Jamaica, be it our athletes who are always dominating on an international stage and bring you that vibe, that energy, that spirit, the spirit of Jamaica. It could be our hotels, our lovely beaches. Whatever it is, maybe just our language, our patois that we talk so fluently and express ourselves. Whatever it is that connects you to our country. This is the time that we're going to be calling on every single person globally. Every single person globally to reach out to my people with the help that you can send to my country. Food. I never thought that I would ever say this. But the United Nations have put out a report that says more than half of my people are without food security. The United States, the Donald Trump administration, in a bid to save their country, have cut back significantly on aid globally. Jamaica is a part of that. So we're not expecting anything from America. We're expecting the countries that...
You know, I didn't know that. So they're holding back aid in America. So we're pretty much on our own in regards to our relationship with America. Wow. If this thing goes south like I think it can, you know, Karen has been warning about this, you know. Not just her, other people as well. But the way how she's been warning about it, she said, Bolo, stock up on water. Even today she said, stock up on water, food, non-perishable food. Stock up. Disaster. Water. She said it. She's been saying it. You understand? Paulette, what's up? Paulette, yeah, me and Sway be a family.
Loves us. Feel the rhythm of our music, the vibration of our people, the love, the joy, the happiness, the ones who keep you up at nights, entertained on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, through our drama, through our sports, through whatever, our music, mainly. We're begging you. I am begging you on behalf of my people.
What? Yeah, Mr. Sway, a family. Hey, man, listen. Tell Mr. Sway to big up himself and continue the good work that he's doing. You understand? Me and Sway take up one lady, an elder lady, and put her in the bus. Say, yo. Always, from the man coming up, I don't know the man from Adams, man. I tell you, from the man told me, I've been watching that man. I say, yo, that brother is a real good youth. Good person. The man are working, man. Denise, what's up? The man are working up. Me and Sway be working, you know. And you see, these are the times. These are the times when the true character come out. You feel me I deal with? And me have to say shout out to all of the members of the People's National Party. They have been very active in service of the people. I'm not talking about doing press conferences. I'm talking about being on the ground active. Cleaning out drains, everything. Giving aid, all of that. Big them up.
To get ready with whatever you can send to our island, because Jamaica is going to be devastated. And I can tell you this before it even happened, because I know my country. We've never experienced a Category 5 hurricane,
Never.
and we're about to.
Never.
The government of our country, sadly, cannot be trusted with money, and that is the truth.
True.
For every charity organization,
If you think it's a lie, where's all the money they got from Beryl? I can guarantee you that some of the schools that was damaged in Beryl, some of them are not fixed right now. They got millions of US dollars. Millions. Millions. Good evening. Millions of US dollars. Where's the money from last year? Where is it? Where you say you have banana, what? Tom, where you say you have banana? You have banana and ripe and green. And you start share it already. I am good, you know. I am good. I'm just a little bit frustrated and also thankful at the same time. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. What are you doing, Marlene? It's kind of weird. I'm worried for everybody that is facing the brunt of this storm, like in the most vulnerable areas. I'm worried about the homeless people. I'm worried about the elderly, you know, children. I'm very worried about them. Very worried. Very worried. Very worried.
in our country that can be trusted. We're asking you if you can send the donations through to them, because we believe that they will do justice in dispersing it where it needs to go. It is very sad that I have to be saying this, but it is the truth. Whatever you can do to save my country from what I believe is going to be the most devastating situation that we will ever find ourselves in. It's about to happen in a few hours from now. It's now Sunday evening, 9 p.m. here in the Bahamas.
Well, I guess this video was 18 hours ago, so you thought that it was going to hit tonight. They're saying, well, the last time I checked the update, they're saying that it actually made the turn, so it going up. I don't know if it's going to change again, so please, nobody say that I'm spreading misinformation, all right?
Jamaica is about to have an experience of a lifetime. We've had major hurricanes. Hurricane Charlie in 1951. We've had Hurricane Gilbert in 1988. 37 years later, we're about to experience Hurricane Melissa. It will make life.
You know what is the most damaging hurricane that has hit Jamaica? And we've been feeling it for the last 10 years? Hurricane JLP. You never know. And guess who are the eye of the storm? Hurricane Andrew. That's true. You understand?
Landfall. The size of the hurricane is 400 miles wide.
That's
It
huge.
literally swallows our country. It's moving at 2 miles per hour. It's bringing heavy heavy
Rain.
non-stop rainfalls
And the wind, no.
and winds. Wind speeds of up to 160 miles per hour
Yeah.
will uproot trees. It will wreck even solid concrete structures will be devastated. Our roadways and infrastructures that were not the best, to be honest with you, is about to be ravaged.
Hi, Ivan.
As a prospective leader of my country, I do not fight when I'm in a position. I fight now for my people. If you are able to fly to our country to offer services in helping us to cut trees and remove boulders that will be coming from the landslides, whatever it is, so that we can get to our people who will be cut off.
Veronica, where you say it reached 175 now? What?
From civilization. To all the people, our elderly, our children, everybody that's about to experience one of the worst hurricanes. There are people in Jamaica that even before this hurricane struggle to buy food
True. That's a
for them
fact.
and their families
That's a fact.
per day.
Per day. You remember when I was saying to you guys that we live daily? Here, we live daily. It sounds away, but we do. You understand? We say on London news in the UK, it's saying that the wind speed is up to 175 miles per hour. Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
There are a lot of people who are not working. Who depend on $1 or $2 from family and friends in the diaspora. Some of those families and friends are illegal. They can't send money back home anymore.
Wow.
Because Donald Trump has tightened his immigration status and laws. And you have to be properly documented in order to send money back home. Jamaica, in terms of remittance, meaning money is being sent back home from those in the diaspora. Remittance.
Farming is not just a local thing. If you are farm and you can still farm after the storm, or your crops them now destroyed with the storm, that's huge. Because food is gonna be one of the most expensive things after the hurricane. Electricity probably is first. What go on, bro? What we I say Splash DJ, big up. Right? Food is gonna be, electricity and food is gonna be the two of the most expensive things. Oh, water too. Drinking water, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bottled water, oh yeah. That's gonna be very expensive. Those things are gonna be expensive. Because scarcity raises the price of anything. Lack of access and scarcity together definitely raises the prices of everything.
Amounts to $4 billion per year. That is about to be significantly decreased, which is going to affect our already struggling economy.
I don't usually do this, but I'm serious. If you are able to, and it's within your heart to do so, donate to my page. I have the Cash App, I have the PayPal, and I have the Zelle. If you donate to my Zelle, just WhatsApp me with a picture of the receipt of how much you sent, And you can tell me that in the comment section right now too. Wagwan Craig, seriously. 175 miles per hour? Man, listen.
Always a silver lining in every dark cloud. I believe that we will pull through. I believe that we will build back stronger. For my people in Jamaica, I must say to you in Jamaica, please to remove partisan politics. Remove the divide, the division that's there. Political parties are not important right now. What's important is us standing together, building back together. If your house is intact, don't just sit and put your feet up in a couch and eat your nice curry chicken and rice and peas or whatever it is, while your neighbor is struggling to put a plyboard back on their house so that they can sleep comfortably. Help that neighbor to move a zinc, to put back a plyboard. Help that neighbor. If you have 2 beds and one is not being used, help that neighbor who would have lost everything in this hurricane. It's coming. It's right at our doorsteps. My heart, my soul, my entire being is in Jamaica as much as I'm sitting in the Bahamas. Had it not been for an emergency with my children here in the Bahamas, I would have been in Jamaica to help all.
Oh, so E.G. the Bahamas causing children have an emergency. But I heard that there was an earthquake down at Guadalupe. So, like, nowhere is not even safe. Can you imagine there's a hurricane happening here and just down the countries in the Caribbean, the Lesser Antilles, there's earthquake happening.
Knows who I needed to help. My son's birthday, I was supposed to fly for my son's birthday, but I probably would have canceled that ticket just to be with my people. I take it that serious, and for those of you who know me, you know that I'm not playing. You know that I am serious.
Yeah, man.
I love my people.
Marvin certified, man. Marvin is a serious virgin.
Want to be there. When you fail or fall, I am there with you. When you rise and you accomplish, I am there with you. That is true leadership, and that is true love. One love, Jamaica. One love. If you're Labour Right or PMP, let's hold together. All the dons, put away the rubbish. Let's come together, stand together, and fight through this storm together. Stay safe as much as you can. One love. One love.
Last year up by UTech, Andrew Holness and America had launched a program to launch a program for the to make Jamaica the artificial robotics hub of the world. And I was there. I listened to everything. It was a couple of days, and I was there. I didn't go there specifically for that. I was on the compound, and the program was launched, and I saw it. So I know what it was about. And in it, he wanted to make Jamaica the robotics hub to launch everything he wants to launch from Jamaica. Which is why, and this storm, Melissa, is an artificial intelligence. It is actually artificial hurricane, artificial storm. And it's their program. It's part of their robotics program where them have AI program. Now, the reason why I said the reporters are here and all these reporters, these international reporters are here because of the launch, and they want to make Jamaica the launch to see how big of a program it is. That is why they are here, to use the artificial hurricane to launch it for the whole world, because they want to use it in other parts of the world. But Jamaica, Andrew Holness has signed the agreement to make Jamaica the hub of the world. So all these artificial intelligence, they're supposed to be starting from Jamaica. Andrew Holness had signed off on that deal. I went to the site. I went there. I was there. It was at UTech. They actually went to UE, and UE turned it down, and UTech took it over. Right? And they launched it from UTech. And in the program, they had wanted for robotics to teach, robotics to phase out the police force, robotics to phase out basically the whole public sector. And this is why you see the Melissa, which is artificial intelligence. This is why you see they're here. He signed off on that. So don't be misled. It is artificial storm. It is part of their robotics program. And that's why you see it has this abnormal pattern, because it's something that they're making from out in the sea. This is why you see the warships that are out there. This is where they're launching everything from. It's the U.S. Navy, because it was actually the U.S. Navy, the U.S. Army, it was them that came last year and launched the program there. So I'm just informing you that this is actually something that Andrew Holness had signed off on. Actually, and to tell you the truth, that lady that come on TVJ, she was actually the host of the program. I think her name was Simone Clark Cooper. She was actually the host for that program. And she had even said that there's no way robots can replace human. It will never be able to. Yes, I was there. I can tell you word for word what each and everybody said. So, Melissa is artificial intelligence, and Andrew Holness, he was the one that signed the deal. He is trying to make Jamaica the hub of the world in artificial intelligence and the robotics program. Just so that you know.
Somebody sent that to me. One of the men of God sent that to me. Pastor Peter Chambers has been speaking about this, the AI phenomenon. Pastor Peter Chambers has been speaking about this AI phenomenon. Wow. Who that just sent me a gift a while ago? Petrona, thank you so much for the gift, beautiful. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wow. I don't know why I'm just so astonished. I am at a loss for words, because I'm gonna play it again, because what she's saying, it makes so much sense. Somebody said this lady is so lie. Somebody said this lady is so lie. Robotics that make car and TV. All right, so MJ, you say your name, right? You don't know that they have weather altering technology. You don't know that. Do you know that, or you don't know that? I'm not. You notice how I asked you the question? Do you know that they have weather altering technology? That they can make clouds, they can make rain, they can make hurricanes, they can make tornadoes. Do you know? I am in Jamaica. I am Jamaican. Do you know that they have weather altering technology? You know that. So now, since as you know that, given that, do you also know that the technology that we know about, behind the scenes, it's way ahead. It's way ahead of what they have shown us. You know that? cloud seeding. Angela, thank you. This is widely known. So, like, if you don't know this, why am I don't know? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you just not into certain things or you're not into certain knowledge. But cool, not bashing or anything. I'm surprised if you have certain age and you don't know this. But anyway, given that we know that they have these technologies, is it possible? Is it possible that the technology has upgraded to the point where they can do this, what the lady is saying? And talking about making Jamaica a hub, well, Andrew Honest has been speaking that language. Andrew wants to make Jamaica a hub of everything. So is it so far-fetched that Andrew is going to sign off on something like that? I don't think so. I don't think it's far-fetched at all. And then, I'm going to play it again. You telling me that this lady just sat down here and just said this out of her mouth so smoothly, and it was a lie? Let's listen to it again.
Last year up by UTech, Andrew Holness and America had launched a program to launch a program for the
Oh, by the way, we have never seen a star move this slow. We have never seen a storm move this slow, this long. The storm is moving 2 miles per hour consistently. That's crazy. I said it on my live before. I said, is this thing I wasn't thinking about AI, but I was thinking about, is this thing man-made? That was my question. You understand? Somebody said Andrew is very capable of everything and anything. This storm is severely unusual. And you know what gets me suspicious? The times that I saw Andrew Holness in these press conferences, he was very calm and laughing. He was not worried. He was very calm and laughing. It's like he knew something that he wasn't telling us. That's what I read from it. I'm like, yo, this dude don't realize that he's serious. You remember when he said, we can switch it on and turn it up and turn it down? Andrew love control. The world changing, new, modern. Everybody, a change is the only thing that is constant. I know that, right? But you're talking about creating a storm used as a weapon to destroy a country. That's why Talk Your Mind TV said this is the great reset for this economy. Anybody want this video? Just link me on WhatsApp. I'll send it to you. As a matter of fact, let me tell you what our name is on TikTok. Tell you what our name is. OYA_data. OYA_data. Alex, big up. Live on YouTube too, you know. Let's go back and listen to what this lady is saying. Because I never expected this. Somebody said this to me. Wow.
Last year up by UTech, Andrew Holness and America had launched a program to launch a program for the to make Jamaica the robotics hub of the world. And I was there. I listed everything. It was a couple of days, and I was there. I didn't go there specifically for that. I was on the compound, and the program was launched, and I saw it, so I know what it was about. And in it, he wanted to make Jamaica the robotics hub to launch everything he wants to launch from Jamaica, which is why, and this storm, Melissa, is an artificial intelligence. It is actually artificial hurricane, artificial storm, and it's their program. It's part of their robotics program where them have AI program. Now, the reason why you see the reporters are here and all these reporters, these international importers.
MJ, what you say? Andrew Holness would never do something like that. All right, so let me show you how that would work. Andrew Holness is compromised. He's a politically exposed person. All those 28 bank accounts and all of that, you think America don't know about it? What are you talking about? You think America don't know about the US dollars that he deals with? Reporting on lots of US dollars, that went through the states, And you know how they are about their money. When Rubio came the other day, you think that was a normal visit? And now we see them bombing ships in the area. Come on, bro. There's a war coming. Are you serious? Are you serious? He would never do what? Andrew will sell out all him pitney as far as me concerned. Just for himself alone. That is how much I think of him. In my opinion, Andrew will sell out all him pitney, brother. You remember good? Just did it.
Reporters are here because of the launch, and they want to make Jamaica the launch to see how big of a program it is. That is why they are here, to use the artificial hurricane to launch it for the whole world, because they want to use it in other parts of the world. But Jamaica, Andrew Holness had signed the agreement to make Jamaica the hub of the world. So all these artificial intelligence, they're supposed to be starting from Jamaica. Andrew Holness had signed off on that deal. I went to the I saw it. I went there. I was there. It was at UTech. They actually went to UE and UE turned it down, and UTech took it over. Right? And they launched.
If there's anybody else that can verify this information, I would love to hear from them. If you find any other video of anybody else coming out, because this video is going to be viral. This video was shared 325 times already. So this video is going to be viral on TikTok. If you guys find anybody else that has information where this is concerned, that was at that meeting last year, I would love to hear about it. I would love to hear about it. Freedom Project, what's up? Yes, Freedom Project. You just come in, like I share up the video here.
From YouTube.
Hi, Mrs.
And
Smith.
in the program, they had wanted robotics to teach, robotics to phase out the police force, robotics to phase out basically the whole public sector.
No, I didn't want
and this is why you see the Melissa Storm, which is artificial intelligence. This is why you see they're here. He signed off on that. So don't be misled. It is artificial storm. It is part of their robotics program. And that's why you see it has this abnormal pattern, because it's something that they're making from out in the sea. This is why you see the warships that are out there. This is where they're launching everything from. It's the U.S. Navy, because it was actually the U.S. Navy, the U.S. Army, it was them that came last year and launched the program there. So I'm just informing you that this is actually something that Andrew Holness had signed off on. Actually, and to tell you the truth, that lady that come on TVJ, she was actually the host of the program. I think her name was Simone Clark Cooper. She was
Simone Clark Cooper. What you say? Freedom, too conspiratorial. All right, I hear you. I'm gonna keep this in mind. Listen, I've said this to people. I was like you, Freedom. Conspiracy. Stop it. You see, from the pandemic, there's no such thing as conspiracy. What they did to our people in the pandemic, the lies they told and jeopardized people's lives and their reputations that they destroyed the governments of the world all together at once. There's nothing in the world that is a conspiracy for me anymore. That's just me.
Low battery, please charge.
That's just me. All right? That's just me. So if you guys want to talk about conspiracy and not take into account everything that's being said and just tuck it in one little part and then, wait for some more information to come, I am not tearing down no information that comes out. Not even one time. Everything is possible. Everything. And when me start doing my deductive reasoning and me realize about wait, years ago for a long time, so them have weather machine. AI is coming and taking over the world. I don't know how far they are actually with the AI. Is it possible that they could incorporate the AI with the weather machine and now have a sophisticated type of weaponry? This is warfare. Is it possible? Oh, it is. Yes, it is. No doubt about it. Is it that's what's happening? I don't know. But it is possible. It is possible. It's not far-fetched at all, to be quite honest with you. It isn't. Not a conspiracy. You remember good?
Actually the host for that program.
Not
and
a
she had even
conspiracy.
said that there's no way robots can replace human to never be able to. Yes, Sky, I was there. I can tell you word for word what each and everybody said. So, Melissa is artificial intelligence, and Andrew Holness, he was the one that signed the deal. He is trying to make Jamaica the hub of the world in artificial intelligence and the robotics program.
He's been saying it. They have been giving us hints. Even in the healthcare system, those that they don't want to pay the nurses, we don't find it funny that they are okay with brain drain. You guys don't realize that all the media people are saying if people can leave Jamaica, leave. You guys don't realize that they have been touting Jamaican people to leave the country. They have been encouraging them to leave. Remember when Tufton got all the way to India, I look for nurse? That is how much they want to leave. Why is that? Oh, did you guys remember that there's oil in the ocean? Another motivation to get rid of us. Another motivation to get rid of the people of Jamaica. Money, 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 money. Oil. The big boys. Oh, and with a war brewing, Jamaica is the perfect military base for operations, strategically. You don't have to think outside that box, you can't think regular, bro. And when people think outside of the box, you don't say conspiracy. No. It's thinking. It's not conspiracy. All of what I'm saying is possible. And if you think that another nation in this time wouldn't want to enslave or get rid of another nation, just look back in your history. Genocide has been going on for years. You might have not experienced it, but it has been a reality for years. How you doing, Lorna? Where you say NASA is in Jamaica? Is that true? I heard something about that, Hold on, let me Google. I press conference that I go on. No, NASA is not in Jamaica. NASA is in the United States government, blah, blah, blah. Where's that report that NASA is in Jamaica?
Yeah, but LA.
No. Me don't want you nothing from LA, Lewis. Me don't want you nothing from LA, Lewis.
Okay.
Not LA, Lewis. Give me one next source. Which report has come out that NASA is in Jamaica? Me don't take things from anybody, Where that come from? Not because I am a thinker, or there's some things that people deem as conspiracy that I don't. It doesn't mean that I latch on to everything. When it NASA being in Jamaica would be the icing on the cake to what my theory is. It would have been so obvious if NASA is in Jamaica. No, I'm saying, is NASA visiting? Are they here? Are they? You know what I'm saying? Are they putting up a sub base here? If NASA is putting up a sub base in Jamaica, then they know there's something wrong.
Yeah, they said if NASA coming on, there's something wrong.
It cannot be, bro. Like, you would have too obvious. Oh, you heard it from Mark Stewart? Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Whoa.
Yes, I hear it.
Whoa. Now that's different.
We hear it too.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold up. When they hear that? Which video?
This morning. We hear it too. This morning.
Oh, Freedom. I understand what you say. Me and you good. We understand each other. Me I go look for other sources. That's why I say I'm going to hold it and keep it in the back of my mind and then look for other evidence. But I'm not going to throw it in the trash, is what I'm saying. Right? Mitch say NASA is in control of center in America. Okay. Yeah, I just read it. I just looked it up. It's right there on the screen. It's right there on the screen. That's how you notice when she said it, when Sassy said it, I looked it up. And I'm like, no, that's not what he's saying right here. You get me? I just want people to understand that some of the things that seem very far-fetched is in the realm of possibility. It's really not that far-fetched at all. And once you hold that in your mind, you can now keep your eyes open to signs of its possibility. But when you throw it in the trash, you lock yourself off. Oh yeah, me know about that to Marlon. Yeah man, me know about that to Harp. Yeah man, not a long time. I might tell you, say, it's a long time this thing going on. It's not, no. But this one, this video shake me. As I said, her name is OYA _ daughter on TikTok. OYA _ daughter on TikTok. I'm following her right now. That's facts. I'm following her right now. Her video was so random. She always in her bonnet. Let me see what next video what she do.
Because tourism is going down in Jamaica, that is one of the things that's going to collapse tourism and the BPO sector. What is going to happen is that you're going to have, like, if you do have any visitors, you're going to have, like, you ever see cottage tourism? It's like tourism on a small scale. So you see people have like farms, or they have like some little homes surrounding, like near small, it's like it's going to be small scale. So it's like them little small homes, more like into nature. So the type of tourism is going to be more.
Marlon Brown, send me that video there, please. Send me that video there. So yeah, I'm gonna look into some more of that girl videos, because you hear what she talk. She talk about a whole heap of things. Anne-Marie Vaz must respect people's choice. Okay. Hey, listen. I'm going to check you out, ma'am. I got to go now. I'm going to check you out. Mighty God. Check you out.
Wow.
Mighty God.
I'm almost lost for words. But ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the issues why I forever advocate, and I'm always grateful for a platform like this through Mr. Stevens and for PDT.
You will ever have this platform. Remember, come November in Jamaica, you will have him every day. November, December, January, February, March, you'll have him every day. And It's not easy to have all of these team members on, but God will see me through, Jamaica.
Yes.
God will see me through. And Perry, I want to say to you, I like the midday connection. Keep being focused.
Yes, man.
Keep being positive. You are going to grow from strength to strength. Nobody comes around me should be a chicken, you know. And you operate as an eagle. And that's why that's shit. And I have a true brotherly love for you. And I really want to see you move into another territory and another domain. So keep loyal, keep positive, Perry. Don't become an Ishmael that give me too much headache. A Perry that makes a seamless transition for me. All right?
Bad. Respect, bad. Respect, bad.
And I will never forsake Ishmael. I just pray that he will give me less headache. Hello. Good afternoon, Miss Pamela.
Professor.
Yes,
Dr. Perry.
Greetings.
When I was a shelter manager, I signed up to be a shelter manager in St. Thomas. That's where I am. So when we went to prep meetings and so on, training, I said, they say, all right, you're now ready for it. So I said, I think we should be given a package, each shelter manager, and to include a water boot, a rain cloak, flashlight, and phone cards. Basic necessity for a shelter manager. And they say, no, we don't provide those things. So me no bother with it. Me no bother join because me no want to cut my foot in the water. You can't see in a deep water. And that's that. Me no bother with it.
Yes.
So, signing up for being a shelter manager. And she asked them for a water boot, a raincoat, body coat, cover your whole body, down to the boot, and phone cards, flashlight. And them say, we don't provide those things. What? I wouldn't make. What you say, lying or what? What are you talking about? Listen to what lady say.
For a shelter manager. And they say, no, we don't provide those things. We should, I said, they say, all right, you're now ready for it. So I said, I think we should be given a package, each shelter manager, and to include a water boot, a rain cloak, flashlight, and phone cards. Basic.
Water boot, raincoat, flashlight, phone cards. That's all the lady asked for. Pamela, how you doing? And unknown, big up yourself. That's all the lady asked for. Who that? Joan Frey, what's up? What a weeping and wailing is gonna be. Lord have mercy, man. Tell her. That's all she asked for. As to become a shelter manager. And they did not give it to her. You don't provide those things. So she said, well, I'm not going to do it. That's basic. That's basic stuff. So you can imagine these so-called shelters, how under-resourced most of them are.
Necessity for a shelter manager. And they say, no, we don't provide those things. So me no bother with it. Me no bother join because me no want to cut my foot in the water. You can't see in a deep water. And all that so me no bother with it.
Guys, stop up the screen for me,
that
please.
That is the package that should be given to each shelter manager. And like they say,
a lot of the shelter managers don't get anything. Them just show up in the shelter, them alone. Them just show up in the shelter.
Yes, and then they start accuse the shelter manager, say them go away with them disinfectant, then go on home with toilet paper. And there's some trivial stupidness in Professor. All right, I'm going to put that.
All right. So one nice lady, hello, good afternoon, welcome to Midday Connection.
Hi, good afternoon, Andre.
Yes.
Andre, you know, no one can predict the hurricane.
That's true.
You know what, Andre? I told you last year around August, around July, that the water was coming. The flood, it is coming. You understand? But the great disaster that people are expecting might not come because you see, God have the last say. about 2.5 weeks ago, my son said to me, Mommy, look, there is
I want to jump on this because
tornado. And I told him that's not a tornado, that's a water vapor. And I explained what a water vapor is. And I explained to him that there's a lot of water coming, a lot of rainfall, and it was pointing towards the west. And you know, I keep hearing you say, you know, be prepared for what
is to come, and for what is to come, be prepared.
And after all of this water, Andre, I want people to make sure they see the plagues that are gonna come, the mosquitoes, the flies, and the disease that is coming.
Yes.
And, you know, they must worship God more because God is a God. Jamaica is a God-blessed island, and what Jamaica is blessed with, other countries don't have. And it could have been worse. Okay, they sell out our richness that God has given to us, and let the people suffer.
My God.
Okay, a lot of the politicians want this to happen too, so that they can have money in their pockets. A lot of them don't have good hearts. I know it's not about politics, but for them,
Blessed child,
look at that mayor yesterday, how he lifted that lady off us and put her in the wheelchair.
He was so, that is Mayor Swaby.
We need men like that.
Mayor Swaby, he's a commendable mayor. Very commendable mayor. He lift up the lady and carry her in the shelter. That is emotional intelligence. You must come to a particular lineage and a cloth to do that. Not many of these politicians have that lineage and cloth in them. Not many of them. We must commend Mayor Andrew Swaby.
Unknown Clippers, big
and
up.
I have one last thing to say.
Blessed child, thank you, sweetie, for the support.
Let me tell you something about every Jamaican.
Yes.
If they don't know anything else, the blind, the dumb, the crippled, we all know how to pray.
Thank you. Thank you for the gifts.
That is true.
We should pray. And you see those people who love to steal and take people things in this kind of situation that is going on.
Bolo, I have a video with Nigel Clark talking about the catastrophe bond. Yes, send it to me, please, right now. Because that is an important thing. Send it to me, darling. Send it to me. Thank you so much, Out of the Press. People, make sure you go follow Out of the Press on TikTok, on YouTube. Lady Press on YouTube as well. All right, make sure you go follow the Queen here. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Out of the Press. Send it to me on the WhatsApp right now.
That keep their hand to themselves.
Yes.
Or they will see 6 feet. And living in perilous times.
All right, my darling.
Be careful.
Bless you now.
All right, have a good day.
Yeah.
All right, my people. I'm go to that video with Sister Carrie Ann.
Cannot lie. Ahaya never lies. He is the spirit of truth. This is a channel of truth. When I come in here, brothers and sisters, and I give a prophecy, please believe. May it take time, may it come in a couple days, months, years, doesn't matter. Though the vision tarry, it will come to pass. And this morning, I did a TikTok video in the early hours of the morning in Babylon, UK time. And the video was basically about just telling brothers and sisters about the prophecy that I made with the first Hurricane Melissa video that I did about four days ago or something like that. When I did that video about 4 or 5 days ago, it was tropical or Cat 1. It was in the tropics or Cat 1, something like that. When I did that video, brothers and sisters, I clearly stated that by the time Melissa hits landfall in Jamaica, it will be a 4, but do not be surprised. This is what I said in the video. Don't be surprised if it's going to be a Cat 5. So obviously the wicked, because we know that Melissa is man-made, right? We know that Melissa is a man-made storm. So they are literally controlling this thing. They're controlling the system, right? And so this morning when I woke up, I saw on my Facebook, wicked, I think it's CNN or somebody repost CNN because I don't follow them like that, saying that Melissa is now a rare Cat 5. When I saw that, was I surprised? No, I wasn't. Because whatever the Lord showed me in the realms of the spirit, it is true. By the time Melissa hit Jamaica, it will be a Category 5 and it will sustain its winds. This is a very, very catastrophic and serious hurricane. But I want to talk a little bit more about
I am safe for the moment. For the moment.
This thing, brothers and sisters, because this is man-made for a purpose. This is man-made for a reason. All right. I will get into why the man-made agenda is happening with Melissa, but I also want to talk about where the Most Higher stands concerning all of this wicked, dirty chaos concerning Melissa coming to obviate, because that's what they want, obviate Jamaica. So as I began to speak to Higher and he began to show me things, and I've been doing videos. Please watch all the videos that I've done, brothers and sisters, so you can understand where I'm coming from. All right, I don't mind. I will make a playlist called Hurricane Melissa, so it's easier for you, okay, to just go and watch that playlist. So this is going to be like maybe the third video or something like that. So I'll do that playlist for you. But here is the thing. Melissa is man-made, and Higher is allowing it to happen. So one of the reasons why they have cultivated this hurricane business is a few things that is going off, that is kicking off. Number one, and I keep on saying it, and I'm going to say it again. Number one is to destroy the infrastructure in Jamaica, so that you have your UN, your FEMA camps, or else your fake European missionaries coming down into the country to further destroy it. Because at the ending of the day, what they really want, and I told you already, Satan is, yes, relentless. Doesn't matter, he is relentless. If you know the devil and how he works, he is relentless. And one of the big thing that especially Babylon US wants to pass in Jamaica is the boogery law. This is what they're waiting for.
Bingo.
Because they want Jamaica to become the hub. I hope you listen to what I'm saying. They want Jamaica to become the hub of, or the face, my God, the face of the abominable fish transmission people, ABC, DFG, KLMNOP community. They want Jamaica to become the face of the hub. All right. Right now, we know that Tel Aviv in the 1948 fake-ish people. All right. Tel Aviv is a hub or the number one destination when it comes to Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. So they want to switch that because they know that the 1948-ish people will be invaded. They know. Right. And so therefore they want to move location and bring it into Jamaica. So this hurricane system, brothers and sisters, that is about to penetrate the land of Jamaica. One of the reasons is to get the people on their knees, because you know they say beggars cannot be choosers. Am I right? Yes, that's what they say. Beggars cannot be.
When they create the right environment for you, you will do almost anything they say. Yes, that is how these people of the global agenda get the stuff done. You understand? They create a problem and they give you the solution that they want you to get. And when you think about it, you can't find food, you can't eat, you can't find water. The person that comes with the gift, you think that is an angel, but sometimes it's the devil, because the gift comes with stipulations. You understand? Me just sent it, Bolo. Where you send, Marlon? You send me something? Where you send me? On WhatsApp? Oh yes, the crocodile, mighty God.
All right, guys, welcome to another update right here from BOJ TV. I'm Karen Spencer. So it is.
I first me see BOJ TV. I'm not gonna say them never do it still, but I first me see BOJ TV on camera. Big up yourself. People make sure so they go subscribe to BOJ TV. Them are real youth. Enough for them I see you. Come round for the free food. While the time stop, my general. Can't fool me, fool. Who no think? Me no know. Mankind is a werewolf. I which part of there? Crocodile head in the land. Oh, the next thing you answer to me.
Here on BOJ TV. Yesterday we traversed the we were in Alligator Pond, we were in Treasure Beach, and today we're in Black River. So the latest forecast that we're getting is that it's still projecting that the hurricane will make another, that the Hurricane Melissa will all the way out, but it's actually that the sea level has risen almost.
Where said 3 people died? Alligator unalive them? Alligator eat them? Hold on there, breaks. Oh, no talk to me. Hey, my general, call me, man. Call the phone. Let me call you. Call me. Yeah, I'm going in Jamaica. No, sir. It's not safe. It's not safe at all. It's not safe. Pick up Marlon, pick up. Marlon, this is me I call him. Marlon no answer. I don't want to stay too long on the video because I don't see crocodile. I go back to the video and come back to that. I never want to cut off Sister Carrie video.
Choosers. So when this hurricane comes in, do what it's supposed to do infrastructurally wise, rape, havoc, destroy.
8 minutes and 53 seconds. Okay. No, when I say timestamp, I mean the video is 8 minutes and 53 seconds. I want to know which part of the video he shows the alligator coming on the land. Bolo, it would be better for us to turn to Africa, Chore for help rather than those demons. Facts. That is a fact.
That word of view, all right, then they're going to sweep it. The females, the UN, the missionary, the this, the that, China, everybody's just going to sweep into the country. And so overpower it so that they're going to, to pressure the people, the pharaohs and the Caesars, which already sold out the country, to pass the Bookery Law. But Ahaya has a different plan. Ahaya is a merciful, beautiful father. And I know some of you are listening to me, Jamaicans, and you're thinking, well, the Lord really loves us. Why is he, this thing is man-made, and why it's going to be a category 5, it's going to really obliterate us, this, that, and what have you. But Ahaya has a plan. Hallelujah to the Lamb. Hallelujah to the Lamb. Above. Ahaya has a plan. So, the plan that Ahaya has for Jamaica in terms of this Melissa coming into the country, because it's not going to shift, it's coming. You cannot pray this away. You are going to feel the full blunt of this thing. And I said it, and I'm going to say it.
And Isabel Rose, big up yourself. Sweetie, big up on Isabel Rose in that place. Make sure so to go over on Isabel Rose and go subscribe to the platform here, people.
Again, that this hurricane is going to feel like the 3 days and the 3 nights of darkness, because Melissa is a plague. Melissa, the hurricane, is a literal plague. Why? Because it's a judgment upon the country of Jamaica. So while the wicked is sending the man-made hurricane to destroy and obliterate and, wreck the infrastructure because they want to swoop into the country, right? Ahaya is allowing it to happen because the spiritual wickedness, physically and spiritually, is at an all-time high. It is really up there in the realms of the spirit. And I've talked about this with Jamaica when I'm doing the earthquake and the tsunami videos. But there is hope. There is hope. So the reason why Ahaya is going to allow this earthquake, of course it's going to happen as well, the hurricane to make a landfall full on at category 5 in Jamaica is because it's Ahaya wants to get the people's heart to turn away from sin. The Bible says, Paul is very, very clear. Sorry about that. I was looking for a scripture to back up which I'm going to read to you, brothers and sisters, in a bit. Like I said, this hurricane is a judgment. Ahaya is causing it to be. Ahaya is using the man-made system to allow judgment upon the country of Jamaica, because the spiritual wickedness and the physical, the bloodshedding in particularly, and when it comes to the children, them cries reach the heart of the Most High. And so
I want to say 2 things. Big up Damian Crawford. Birthday, I think, was yesterday or the day before. Massive big up to Damian Crawford. Secondly, shout out to Tony K. Dawkins. I'm sorry that Melissa did what it did and is here and messed up your plans for this weekend, which the lady was supposed to get married. Alright. Shout out to Tony K. Dawkins. Sucks, man. Really sucks.
It is a judgment upon everybody, Christians and non-Christians. It is true. Because this hurricane, when it makes landfall, it is going to cause Jamaicans to search their hearts. Are you listening to me? So this is why I've been saying to you, brothers and sisters, from day one, when I did the first video on Melissa, I said that it is going to feel like the 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. That is what I say, because it's a plague. It's going to cause people to repent. It is going to cause people to turn, because the hurricane is going to be so bad that Jamaica will experience like it's the last time they're going to be alive. Mm-hmm. It's true. It is true.
Am I the only one that got that feeling? What she's saying? Like, contemplating life itself. Like, yeah, I just need to fully go all in. Am I the only one? Am I? I can't be the only one. Because I can relate to exactly what she's saying. Before, like, where I live, before the storm had moved and trajected in a different way, I didn't really see my side getting no real action, to be honest with you. You know, it would, but I think my side is now going to get the full action, the rain and the water. And I'm worried about I said the rain and the water, the rain and the wind. I'm worried about the wind. I am worried about the wind a little bit. The water, not so much, but the wind. I'm worried about the wind a little bit. Oh, somebody on Instagram reached out to me. I said, I'm going to be safe. Somebody from America. Oh, that's so sweet.
And so people will be calling out to the Most High. You're going to have people saying, Father, if you save me, if you don't let this hurricane on me, I promise you I will serve you. So when you go to the Bible, Jude chapter 1, verses 23, the Bible says, and others are saved with fear. Are you listening to me, church? Other people are saved through fear. Because time it doesn't matter if you stand in front of some people and preach or teach the gospel or prophesy to them, their heart is so hardened. But it's only when they're in chaos and horrible situations that they cannot get out. Paul is saying some people are saved through fear. And
that's a fact. Father God have to put the fear of God in some of us for us to repent. Alright? That's a fact. Unfortunately. I want to say shout out to O Speaks. Alright? O Speaks on YouTube. Shout out to you, my brother. Reached out to me earlier today and was just sending his best wishes. He also lives in the States. He's also an American. So big shout out to him. And big shout out to Hey Lovely. Hey Lovely just messaged me a while ago. Shout out to Rain. Rain, if you're watching, big up to you. Shout out to Natalie Nats. I saw your name come up in the comment section. I didn't even know you watch my YouTube. But salute to you if you're watching. Thanks for checking up. I wish you had stayed and said hi, but hey, I'm glad that you were even in the building. And for those who are ghost watching, shout out to you as well. You know what I'm saying? That wish me and my family well. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate y'all. All right.
This is what's happening. This is what is going to happen to Jamaica through Melissa. That a lot of Jamaicans will reconnect back to the Savior. They will reconnect back to the Father, to a higher, through fear. Mm-hmm. Pulling them out of fire, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh. By the time this hurricane passed through, these people who have repented, I'm telling you, some of them will maintain the repentance. They will walk with the Lord. They will, honor the commitment that they've made to the Most High. Some of them, when things are eased off, they're going to go back to their old ways. And this is why you're going to get the the earthquake and the tsunami.
Father God, please help me to maintain being a servant, a faithful servant to you. Please keep me on the right path when 100% surrender everything to you. Please. Me no want go and then me no want turn back. Me no depend on the turn back thing, Father God. Please help me. You know what me need help with. Please help me. Please. I don't want to be one of them. Don't want to anger your Father God. You understand? No, me don't want to perish in no disaster because me repent and then me backslide. Me no. Time too close right now. Me no want the door shut for me. I beg your Father God to help me. Please. Please, Father God.
Because this, if in the future, because this, Melissa, is a warning. It is a warning, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you. But it's also a shake-up. And like I said in the first video, this hurricane has slowed, are you listening to me, church? It has slowed down the spiritual wickedness and also the physical wickedness in the country. It slowed it down. Hurricane, yeah. So when the system, like I say, make landfall in Jamaica, I mean, it's a plague and it is going to be very, very, very fearful. It is. I don't think Jamaicans, I think when they come out of this, their testimony will be humbling for the most part. Testimony will be humbling for the most part. But this thing, brothers and sisters, this hurricane is nothing to joke around with.
Hello?
Bolo.
Yeah?
You know that this believing in God is not that hard. It's not that hard to believe and follow God. Just keep on seeing the things that are happening around you. Hang on to that and trust in God that He's real. And it will continuously grow you within God. That's what keeping me. I see the wickedness on earth and know that God is real. And at the end of the day, who created us? We came from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And we know it's God, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. You gotta keep your faith in the man that created you, not in these demons that's on earth.
Thank you, Anissa.
Understand?
Yeah.
So those are the things I hang on to and know that I gotta keep my faith in God, and it will strengthen me in God, and stay away from the bars. No more liquor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that's what I'm calling about. Stay strong in God, and you will be strengthened. You will not let go of Him. Just stay believe in that. All right?
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, bro.
Appreciate that.
Okay, later.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Is to get the people's heart into a state of repentance. Yes. And that's why it's going to come with fear. It's not your normal, Gilbert or Hyven or whatever hurricane that Jamaica has experienced. This one, I'm telling you, everybody will be covered in fear. The whole of Jamaica. And this is why it's going almost through the middle. So everybody's going to feel the pinch. Everyone is going to feel the pinch of the country. Yes, it's a category 5. We know that. We know it's a category 5, and really and truly, Jamaica is a small island. It really should obliterate this, literally flatten the country, but it's not going to do so. What Jamaica will have is a mini tsunami. Yes, the flooding. Because obviously Melissa is going to drag, not even bring. She's literally going to drag the sea in. to call it storm surge or whatever. I call it mini tsunami because that's what the Lord shows me in the realm of the spirit. I remember I told you in the video that I did a couple of days ago that I saw the map of Jamaica lying on the floor and it was covered in blue.
Wow.
Blue water, not murky water, blue. So that to me showed me that the sea is going to come in, even inland, even as far as St. Catherine. That is like the middle of Jamaica, right? But what the Lord also showed me in the vision when I saw the map on the floor, that there's a little slither of Jamaica that wasn't affected. And I did call out some names, St. Elizabeth. Where did I say? When I looked at most of the map, I was looking at it from a different point of view. But in the vision, if you can help me, brothers and sisters. So in the vision, if you can visualize the map of Jamaica in your head, the bit that has got a little tail. I'm not talking that bit. Oh my God. I'm talking at the top where there's no tail. Because you know Jamaica is like come down and it's got a little tail and then go back up and stuff like that. I'm not talking the tail. It's a top bit that doesn't have the tail. So the bit of the map that don't have the tail at the top of the map, a little tiny slither. I shouldn't say there were no water. There were water, but it wasn't that bad. So obviously when I gave that video yesterday, we're calling out St. Thomas, St. Elizabeth, Mandeville, but when I look at the map properly, it's not the bit with the tail, because the bit with the tail covers in water as well. But at the top of the map, and I think the top of the map we're looking at like Ochi, Montego Bay up that side, yeah, a tiny bit of that side of the top didn't have as much water. But for everything, yeah, we're covered in blue. So we know that they're going to experience a mini tsunami. It's true. So in terms of the infrastructure and stuff like that, I believe that Ahaya is going to keep Jamaica during the storm. He will. But the spiritual bit, in terms of getting the people to repent because it is a plague, is not going to ease up on that. Jamaica is going to go through a full blunt spiritual experience of feeling, what have I done? Lord, I'm sorry. I've dealt with you horribly. Please forgive me. So they're going to go through that. So that's a spiritual bit. They're going to feel the full blunt of the spiritual bit that the Most High is bringing through Melissa in the country, right? And that is a fear, because the Bible says that some people are only saved through fear. This is what I was saying in previous videos that I did about Melissa. If you listen carefully to the videos, I say that the storm, there's going to be fearfulness in the storm. Like you're so scared. It's the truth. It is going to bring a level of fear, brothers and sisters. I don't think anybody in Jamaica has ever experienced it, but they're going to experience it. It's a level of fear that's going to make their heart race. So that is the spiritual repentance that they need to go through. But when it comes to what the Lord showed me in the realms of the spirit, because obviously it's man-made, and they want to do their thing. What Ahaya showed me in the realm of the spirit is that the devastation that Jamaica should have in terms of the physical bit, like the infrastructure, the roads, this, that, all of those things. Yes, it's going to be bad, but it's not going to be terrible, if you understand what I mean. But what's going to be terrible is the spiritual bit. There's no if, buts, or maybe. And I wouldn't like to go through that spiritual bit because it's not nice. It's a plague. It's a literal plague. I think Jamaicans are going to feel like the Most High, like judgment is coming, like Christ is about to burst them clouds and come. So it's because Melissa is a judgment from the Most High upon the country of Jamaica. But like I say, he is still faithful, because this category 5 should really flatten the country, like proper, like root up every house, every single tree, every building, everything should be flattened. But the Lord says no. Because that is not why he's bringing Melissa into the country. That's not the reason why he's bringing Melissa to flatten the country. That's not it. It's for the spiritual bit. It's to wake up the people. And that is the reason why I keep on saying that man-made Melissa hurricane will feel like the 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. Jamaica will be the first country really to experience that type of judgment. No other country in this modern day, except maybe wicked dirty Egypt in Moses' time. But Jamaica is going to be the first country, modern day country, to experience this level of plague through a storm.
Wow.
It's bad, brothers and sisters. I'm not worried, like I said, I'm not really worried about the physical aspects. I'm not even worried about...
So when you hear that, Jamaica, some people are going to repent. And I know when people listen to this, they can relate to it because they have the feeling. If you listen to the programs, you listen to people calling, and you listen to them, some of them, they have the feeling. They feel that this energy around this thing, right? So God doing what God does, and like she said, you know, apart from the storm being man-made, God is using it because ultimately, you know, God can't stop anything. You understand? God has that sovereign power over everything, right? But Jamaica refuses to repent collectively as a full nation, engaging in all types of things. The government is pushing the devil system, the devil practices, all of it. And, you know, we clearly see that something is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. We all see that something is wrong. We can't continue to go in the direction that we're going. Somebody sent me, I came across a video. I think them say it was in Portland too. Yo, there was some real storm surges in Portland, you know. I never knew it was that bad. To be quite honest with you, there were some serious storm surges in Portland. I think I'd sent it to my mother. The wave hit the rock. It went literally 25 feet in the air, easy. When the wave hit, the water went 25 feet in the air. That is the amount of force that these storm surges from off this hurricane is hitting Jamaica with. So you can imagine low-lying areas in Kingston getting this storm and this rain and these surges. The water does a box span and a tier 25 feet in the air, 30 feet in the air, and I go up on the land and continue to do that over and over again. Plus the rain and fall and the drain them and everything. Even through the judgment, God's still merciful. Because I'm sure say them place they would have get mashed up wicked. Yeah, man. So BOJ outside. Take off this. See what them people are set on them press conference. They're supposed to have it already. See what is the latest with this storm, whatever say the storm there. You know, say they're in life, man. Oh, I see what they're doing. Oh, they are showing different areas of Jamaica and how the weather is. Downtown Kingston, Harbour View, all the cameras them. I have the link to them camera too, you know. Yeah, man. The rain are falling in them place. At least you can't see nobody like the people them move, you know. Flat bridge, no only for water and they are flat bridge in terms of the river filling up. Because the storm really not hit land yet neither. Alright, that a go on, pan that a go on. Hold on. So at what point in this did Desmond Mackenzie come up? Look like this not start, this one not start yet. Oh. Press briefing, it not started. Them not come on yet. Check out Mr. Weatherman.
almost to the level of the surface of the wharf. I'm going to shift a little, so in the background you can see the Coast Guards right here. Behind me, their cars are still there, and I spoke to one of them earlier, and they are saying that they will not be located.
Rain falling, Valentine Garden, and people who can call in, the number is 876-451-6535. That's 876-451-6535. We can call him, let me know what I'm going in a phone in the neck of the woods, so to speak.
Located here when hurricane, and if the hurricane enters or hits Jamaica, they will be relocating. But they're still here, giving an eye out. Their motor vehicles are there. I said to ask one of them if they're not worried that the cars will be washed away somewhat. They say that they will be. We're still hoping that the hurricane will not make that northerly turn. Earlier today we went live. We drove down from Santa Cruz to Black River. We showed you some images of Holland bamboo. Normally, where those bamboo trees would blow down even.
Hey, shout out to Sean for the Cash App. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my brother. That's the second one this week. Thank you for your continued support. If Sean is watching right now, thank you for the Cash App, my brother. Thank you. All right. Thank you. I thought if I press post one video, only if I see a video, what should I tell me about? Hey, one thing with this, I know. I get messages from people I hear from in a long while. Hold on the people. Me get one video from after if I press it, say, I have to send it to my next phone. Hold on there. That video I share talk. Yo, who that? Veronica? Say, may the love of God and the Holy Spirit be with you. Amen. London, love. Thank you so much. Big up Stevens, Big up Stevens for sending the Cash App. Thank you for the donation, yeah?
If it's not a storm. So we continue to give it updates right here on BOJ TV. We're coming to you. What you're looking on is probably the most precise projected point where the hurricane will hit. Generally though, it's expected to hit, from the border of Westmoreland, which is that side to the left, on the border of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. So standing here in Black River, giving you this report is, probably one of the best coast point that we could have made. We in a couple of hours we want to see what is going to happen, but it's moving slow. So it's expected to hit probably in the wee hours of tomorrow morning, Tuesday, October. That would be October 28th, in the wee hours of the morning. But we as you see, there's a little bit of drizzle right here now, but definitely rough seas. The tides in Alligator Pond and Treasure Beach seem to be a little bit higher than what we're seeing here in Black River today. So we're going to move closer so you can see what's happening. Right, so that's the coastline there. Salute. Move a little bit further. Yeah, so if you...
Boy, we have royalty in our building, man. Earth Angel, the Queen of East Portland in the building.
Big up yourself,
bro. Go on, Queen. Oh, everything in our place.
Why, we're there, man, from the ground, man. Member of Parliament, I put in the work and you don't know that him did it for you, see it?
Straight.
Yeah, man.
So
they're on the ground, man.
So people them organized and them alright and good. No.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
The elder them put up, because I have a old man so we're blind him there in one of them places safe, so you understand me?
Yeah.
And we are trying to hang out somewhere safe, that's Melissa passed through, we still alive and there in a Portland, but
right.
Yeah, man, member of parliament I put in the work star and he have him soldier them we out here doing the thing and I understand because unity and strength.
Strength.
Yeah, you see me?
Yeah, man. I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yeah, man. I see him so I go, man. So me East Portland people, them, I just want to stay safe. A matter of fact, the whole Jamaica.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
The whole Jamaica, Father, cover we. You understand me?
Yes.
And keep we safe and say we can go through this. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Definitely. So, yeah, man, me I big up my member of parliament. I do what him to do. You understand me? And we dip on the ground, you having people on the ground, I check in, see them where you see what go on, any emergency, you know what go on.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Yeah, right, that's what Mr. Bolo, me I tell you. So you don't know.
Glad to hear that.
So I said, enough respect goes out to my member of parliament. Enough people might have do, I said them not see man, them not this, but it's a man when not too like push up on camera still too tough, you know. Must two people take two snap at him and shoot you out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I know film style that if he feel to do it, it's up to him, you see me? But normally, a people lives now, he might try to take care, you see me?
Yes.
A serious thing this, you see me? I know not joke something.
As long as the people I represent feel his presence, that is what is most important.
Yes, that's the thing there. You see me?
Right.
Yeah, man, enough respect, man, may I tell you. You know, see, some more big up all of me Jamaican people, them same way, all out there in the diaspora, I look in, fan way, you know, see it. You don't know, enough highly appreciate for the things that one I do for the country. You understand, and bless up the eye them, and you don't know, we just want to stay safe all after this, and you don't know. You know, see it.
All right, Mama.
Yeah, man, maximum respect to all of the listeners, them too. You know, see it, and hope everybody take care of themselves and stay safe. You know, see it.
Bless you.
Kind of look good to show.
True, man. All right, Mama. Respect. Thanks.
Yeah, man. Out, my general.
All right, cool.
All right, bless.
Stay warm and safe. God bless you. Yes, people. So we hear from the Queen of East Portland, Earth Angel, and she make you know what go on in the place. You understand? So we're glad to hear say, you know, everything Carpa set the elder them, you know, is taking care of the people them is taking care of. And the member of parliament Isaac Buchanan represent fully. You understand him now do the camera thing. He's not really a cameraman, but the presence is being felt by the people in East Portland. And that's what them vote for. And in this trying time, you understand, you expect to see what you voted for. And all indication from the Queen is that the general are putting in the work, you know. And we wish that for everybody. We want all of the MPs them to step up to the plate in that manner where the people them, not one set of people, you know, everybody in a them zone. Whether them are PMP or JLP, because all of them are Jamaican at the end of the day. Want whatever them doing is to benefit the entire Jamaica. That's what we hope for, you get me? So yeah, boy Patrick, you give me an idea, maybe me have to go run it straight through the night, my general. I don't know. I could see it going on. Because I know some might think organic. I don't have no figure. I'm not leaving my yard. I have internet same way I light. So you know see a problem. Problem, my general, and worse, I get something I know for look pan. Let me see what I go on there, so. First of all, I could hear Mr. Mark Golding.
A release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
Good afternoon, Jamaica. This is Mark Golding. It's Monday, 27th October at 3:45 p.m. While Melissa's slow and deliberate pace may feel like nothing is happening, please don't be complacent. The hurricane's outer bands have been lashing sections of the island since Sunday. Trees and light poles are down in several parishes. Some areas are already flooded, and waves have been surging higher along our coastlines. The long build-up over several days does not mean the danger has passed.
No.
Indeed, the period of extreme danger is about to be upon us.
Wow.
Our local Met Service and the many international meteorologists say that we are about to directly encounter this major organized hurricane. Tonight into tomorrow will be a most dangerous time for our country. Melissa's eye wall, with the most catastrophic winds and storm surge, is projected to make landfall on our southwestern coast. For everyone in Jamaica, the message is urgent. We must expect torrential rain causing life-threatening flash flooding and mudslides and destructive winds in parts of the island. Indeed, the entire island may be affected. So please, I implore you, stay indoors, away from windows and doors. Do not venture outside if it isn't an emergency. Check on your neighbors, especially the elderly, the sick, and those who may have a disability, if it is safe to do so. And if you will need to get to a shelter, do so now. We Jamaicans are resilient. By following the emergency instructions, we will protect each other and see this through together. So stay safe, Jamaica, and may God continue to bless and keep us. One love.
Visit our website at pnp.com.
Big up yourself, Mark Golding. Cogent, clear message now. Them start them press conference. Make we hear what the meteorologist I say.
Try to do this in 7 minutes. Good evening, everyone here in Jamaica. Of course, Minister, I greet you, Mr. Chairman, sir, Mr. Sweeney. Good to see you and all distinguished persons here. I greet the media and I greet the people who are watching online and those who are watching on television at this time. What we have facing us is a major Category 5 hurricane that is over the waters of the Caribbean Sea and moving closer and closer to the mainland of Jamaica. It is some distance, over 100 miles to the south of the island at this time, and it is expected, or it has already begun a slight turn toward the northwest. The movement over the past day or so has been westward, moving from southeast of the island to now just southwest of the island. It is moving now to the northwest, which would suggest that it's going to be moving away. It suggests that. But be not fooled, because the projection was that it would turn first to the northwest and then take a turn toward the north, and then a turn toward the northeast. So it's making a turn to kind of beeline toward the western part of Jamaica. It is what was projected. Many persons were wondering, how could you possibly predict that the system was going to make a turn like that? Because obviously it is moving toward the west. All our meteorologists were telling you online that it is actually going to be moving toward the west and continue westward. But the truth is there are a number of steering patterns that force the direction of movement of systems like these. And as the models ingest the data, they would suggest where those patterns will exist, where high pressure centers would be and where low pressure troughs would be, where frontal systems would be. And all these have some impact on the direction of movement of systems like Hurricane Melissa. So what was expected is that when there was a break from the high pressure area that was north of Jamaica, when there was a slight break, it would take advantage of that break and move toward the north, because the general motion of a hurricane in this area would be just west, but a bit north of west, while it makes its recurvature and continues to the north. So this is what was expected. There is a little break that it is experiencing, and so it's taking advantage of that break to move toward the north. It just so happens that Jamaica is a place where the break is being experienced. And so with that happening, we are now seeing that turn, and for the system to continue to make its way, keeping itself as much in low pressure areas as possible, because it is itself a low pressure system. So we see on our picture here, the center, which we call the eye of the hurricane. Right around it, those areas that are very white are what we call the eye wall of the system. Then there are those inner bands, and then wider outer bands, or spiral bands, or feeder bands as they're referred to. These take the moisture, as you see, from the southern part of the Caribbean, moving it into the system. And so it keeps it generating. And they are very warm waters of the Caribbean Sea that all our tourists always flock Jamaica to experience. Looking at the image here now, we see again a satellite imagery showing the cloud mass and the storm, the hurricane as it is, but these dots actually are showing where lots of lightning storms have been detected. So there's lots of lightning that's occurring within the system, and we see that the central part where the eye is located is one of the main areas where there's a lot of activity, heavy thunderstorms. There is torrential rainfall, but there is so much activity in the clouds that it's producing this kind of lightning. Here we see a forecast of the track of this system. First we see how it has moved so far, moving from east to west over the waters to the south. And then as it makes its turn, which is what we are experiencing at this time, the center of the system has started to make a turn, although it appears that it had moved a little bit past the Negril Point, which is our westernmost point of Jamaica. But as I said, recurving to the northeast, and so moving across across the island of Jamaica. It's expected to make impact somewhere in the eastern part of Westmoreland or extreme west of St. Elizabeth. So near to that border of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth is where it's expected to make its what we call the landfall. There are some terms that we need to deal with. In this case, we have a landfall. In the case of Beryl of last year, we did not have a landfall because the eye did not cross the coast. But being so close to the coast, with us coming into contact with the eye wall, it was considered a direct hit. So it's a hit, but it's not a landfall. This case is both a hit and a landfall because that center is actually crossing the coast of Jamaica. So a little bit more education, Minister. So it's moving across the island, and we expect that it will make its exit from the island somewhere in the vicinity of Trelawney.
Mary, no know who that. Who does company TikTok a while ago. Are the queen that, you know, Earth Angel, man. You know the black lady, the Rasta lady where endorse Isaac Buchanan. Yeah, man, she did it with him, man. And she had the number one, you know. Yeah, man. So she know what I go on. You understand what I say? Yeah, she know what I go on. So, me see her name come up and me invite her to join, and she join. And I'm glad that she joined because we get an update from East Portland. Feel me I say? You know, so Isaac at work and the people, them, you know, them alright, you know. I'm glad for that. And as obviously them have signal over there, so that is good. Them communications not cut off. So that is good. You feel what I say? Yeah. And we hope the same for everywhere, you know. I place them when I have light, you know. Hope them get light. But that system is weird, man. So the man must have the system gone Westmore now. And at Westmoreland side, they must say it a turn from now, if we can turn back not what? This system is weird, bro.
St. Anne as it moves off the north coast. Now, in that time, of course, we do expect that Jamaica will experience significant impacts of this hurricane. It will be a serious event because this is what we have captured from the radar that's operating in Jamaica. With the showers, you can see some of the shower bands that are already being experienced over sections of Jamaica. The southern part of the island, as well as in the west, we experience quite a few of those bands, and those have been producing rainfall over sections of the island. We've also begun to experience some of the tropical storm force winds, mainly over southern parts of the country, as the system is to the south. But as it moves closer to us, we'll see more of that kind of weather, more of the rainfall as we move into the bands of rain that are surrounding the system. And as we experience more of the tropical storm force winds that surround it moving toward the north, we are going to experience more of that over the next day or two. By tomorrow morning, that's when we expect that center to be making its way to the east, to the coastline. So this is our forecast track. The center of the system, as a major hurricane, will continue to move toward the coastline. And then by tomorrow morning, we expect that it will be making landfall. The exact point, we can't really tell you for sure. But as I said, most likely eastern Westmoreland, western St. Elizabeth. And then it will continue its way across the island. By late in the day, by evening hours, we are expecting to see that center, still a major hurricane, moving off the coast. Earlier in our previous press briefing, I did indicate that although I told you what the wind speeds would have been expected to be when it makes landfall, but I indicated that it would have been Category 4. On further review, it would be a Category 5 hurricane making landfall in the southwest, and this is according to the current projections. So it will move across, starting as a Category 5, but then reducing in intensity as it moves toward the north coast, and then it would make its exit and head toward the eastern part of Cuba. That's the forecast track. Here we see an image that indicates somewhat where the peak storm surge would occur. With hurricanes, although you have the flooding that occurs because of the rainfall, we also have flooding that comes in coastal areas that is driven by the wind on the waves of the sea. So the wind actually pushes the water of the sea onto the land, and that is what creates storm surge for those residents who live in coastal areas. Of course, if there is an inlet or a bay, that is usually the areas where the storm surge is most impactful. And so in the areas of Black River, Alligator Pond, I believe, will experience some amount of storm surge. Here you see a closer picture of that area, and you see that it does extend somewhat inland. So we have to be careful about if we are in that general area of St. Elizabeth, where it would be just east of the center of the system as it makes that landfall. so these images show where those storm surges are likely to be most significant. Here now we look at the rainfall forecast for the 4 days going up to the 31st of October. And here we see that mostly central and eastern parishes would be inundated by the heaviest rainfall that would get up to 30 inches. We're talking about 750 millimeters of rainfall. We're not accustomed to measuring that.
Black Queen, what's up?
Rain gauges will fully
Money
be able to
grip.
deal with that kind of capacity before.
Hey, G Money, what's going on, man? Man, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Salute to you, G Money. Garrick in the building. Black Queen in the building. What's up? I'm here looking at these, this storm. Something about this storm rubs me the wrong way, bro. It's like somebody got a remote doing this. Taking their time and just moving it and just, I'm going to go. No, I'm not really. Okay, I'm going to go. All right, I don't know. Maybe you should go around here. You know what? I'm going to go. That's what the storm is doing. I've never seen a storm do this. And then what they're saying now is the storm is going to go all the way west and now come back, make a turn, almost a U-turn, and go across the island from west to east. And at some point, go upwards. So Haiti is also going to be affected again. Connor, thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you so much, Black Queen. Haiti is going to get it again. Dominican Republic, because the damn storm is so broad. If you don't get the winds and the rains, you're going to get the rain. You understand? You're going to get the rain. You're going to get the rain. And now they're telling us that between the center of Jamaica and the eastern part, which is Portland, St. Thomas, St. Mary, St. Anne, all of those places, even Kingston is in the red too, everywhere from the east, from the central part of Jamaica to the west. But it's like, this storm is so bipolar. It's like a toxic girlfriend. She don't know when to leave. Baby, I love you, but not really. What? Man, leave. Can you just leave? What the hell wrong with you? This storm is like a toxic girl, bro. And ladies, I'm sorry, I'm a man, so I'm gonna use that reference. Maybe you could use a toxic man. I'm just saying, this storm has, and it's named Melissa anyway, so you can't fault me, right? She giving me emotional damage. I don't know what to think anymore. This storm, according to them previously, was supposed to enter the island tonight. By sunset, we were supposed to get rain, heavy windstorms. The eye would have touched Jamaica. No, it's not touching. It's just hovering on the south, going west, chilling. Now they're saying it made a little swing. Yo, I'm telling you, man, this storm got me hot, bro. This storm got me hot, bro. This storm is a toxic girlfriend, bro. What the hell is going on, man?
For they are renewed, but we, of course, will make every effort to provide the best data after the event as possible. But here we see the heavy rainfall producing significant flooding, and this will be over most of the island. The other areas of the island going toward the western end would actually be receiving more of the rainfall as well. But because the heaviest rainfall that is associated with this hurricane is going to be to the right side of the eye as it makes its way across Jamaica. So we're likely to see more of the flooding on the right side, on the central and eastern parishes, more so than in the extreme west, where we would then be on the left of the center of the system. That is basically the presentation at this time, and I'm sure Minister will accommodate some questions right afterwards.
Thank you so much, Evan. Any questions from media in the room? No questions. So I'm going to ask the questions then, since no one has questions. Evan, tonight, what should we expect? Again, just tell them tonight. There are people who are out there. There's still people doing preparatory work. And We want to know, can they continue to do it? When do they need to come in? And again, when will conditions deteriorate so that no one should be on the road?
Okay, thank you for that question. The conditions will gradually be deteriorating this evening. We've already experienced some of that deterioration over southern parishes. Also in the east, we've experienced an increase in cloud cover, an increase in rainfall over the areas, and more intense rainfall taking place. Originally, it would just be some incidents of light rainfall that occur over sections of the country. Now we're seeing more moderate rainfall occurring over sections of the island. We have not come into that large mass that surrounds the eye yet, but that is what is progressing across Jamaica. And so we expect that the intensity would gradually increase as we go through tonight. We'll also be continuing to experience strong winds, tropical storm force winds moving across the country, mainly over southern parishes first, but then moving over to northern parishes as the center moves closer to the coastline. Also, as we go through the night, we also are expecting that we will have hurricane force winds beginning to impact, starting with the southwestern part of the island and then progressing across to central parishes. We're not expecting that the hurricane force winds will actually get all the way to the eastern end of the island, but tropical storm force winds will continue. The hurricane force winds extend only 45 kilometers or 30 miles from the center of the system. So if you're outside of, say, 50 kilometers from that center as it moves, your experience is going to be mostly tropical storm force winds. Don't take it too lightly. That can also produce quite a bit of damage. And the rainfall that's associated.
Listen, this storm is damaging. I don't care if you're far from the eye or you are close to it. Like you just said, is it 50 kilometers from the eye? Is mostly like high winds. And then after that, stretching down is mostly rainfall. But the rain is so much. This storm has so much water in it, bro. That's why the storm surges are coming in. You get me? And just boxing onto the shore like that.
With the system will still be very much that you could have flooding in any area of this country. So expect all of that as we go through the night. The hurricane conditions will get, of course, increasingly intense as we get into the morning hours of Tuesday.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Evan. I don't see any other questions. You've heard it. It's still category 5. Oh, there is one question. Can we get the microphone to someone who never asks questions?
Mic check. There we go. Evening, everybody. Mahir Stewart, Nationwide News. In terms of the path that this hurricane is taking, we know what to expect when it impacts Jamaica. But what's Melissa going to do after it passes Jamaica?
Okay, that's a good question. And actually, because we are our brother's keepers and we have a number of neighbors in the Caribbean area that we need to pay attention to and also, keep their interests at heart. It's going to be moving really toward Cuba, as long as it continues on the path that it is projected right now. So after moving over our northern coastline, it is expected to continue over the waters between Cuba and Jamaica. There's only 90 miles of space there, so it will move quickly through that area. I should have pointed out that the speed of forward movement is going to be increasing as the center moves toward Jamaica's southern coastline. And
I heard about that already. I heard that after it leaves Jamaica, the storm is going to speed up. I heard about that already. But this is, I don't like this, bro. I don't like this. I really don't like this. This is very concerning. Even for me and where I'm at, I'm even more concerned now because what they're saying is that it's going to go over the northern part of Jamaica. And it's gonna have the high winds. So even if I'm not affected by the rain of where I'm at, the winds is gonna be a problem. You're talking about 160 miles per hour winds. Category 5. What's up, Ann? How you doing? All I can do is pray, pray that God keeps this roof on the house. Hold it down, just put his little pinky finger on it and say, cover it. That's all I can do. There's nothing else I can do, really. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. And you have to be careful out there because there's some nefarious people in man. that is taking this opportunity to steal and go out and break people's place and stuff like that. Please be careful out there if you're still at home. Don't take it for granted that, keep your grill them locked as much as possible. You know what I mean? You must know your safety in terms of where you live. You know what I mean? Stay on guard. It's not just about the storm. The storm is not the only threat. Criminals are also a threat as well. You get me? Because these people is weird, bro. I don't see how people can see this type of energy going on with this thing and take it upon themselves to go and rob people. No, it's not raining right now, and it's just like a little breeze. You know what I mean? It's not raining where I'm at right now. It hasn't really rained a lot. Yeah, man, I have olive oil. Listen, remember what Pastor Peter Chambers said about the prayer cloth? 1 prayer cloth, 2 prayer cloth. And if I need to, a 3rd prayer cloth over that side. Facts. You know what I mean? Olive oil here, all that. You know what I mean? 1, 2 prayer cloth. And there's a prayer cloth that I don't leave. It's always in my bag. Everywhere I go on the road, I got my prayer cloth with me. And Mark Stewart talk about the salt. The salt is here, ladies and gentlemen. The salt is here. Trust and believe. The salt is here. All right? The consecrated salt? Oh, no joke. Please believe me. Please believe me. Oh, the next video. Lord of mercy. Let me go to the next video. So big up Mark Golding there. Let's go back to this clip, ladies and gentlemen. The catastrophe fund. Let's read.
We are very fortunate that Hurricane Beryl did not make landfall in Jamaica, as the trajectory of the center of Hurricane Beryl passed 45 miles approximately south of Kingston and continued just off Jamaica's south coast. Though there was significant damage in sections of the island, in many other parts of Jamaica, including much of Kingston, the akis and mangoes remain on the trees. The government of Jamaica has strategically put in place a multi-layered set of financial instruments to pre-finance the emergency response and recovery costs of natural disasters.
Therein lies the problem. They put a multi-layered financial plan together for the response, the reactive response, not the proactive planning to mitigate or lessen the effects of the storm. You know, like cleaning all the drains. Where's the financial plan in place, the layer of money in place, and planning and policy in place to make sure that our drains are clean every 6 months or every 4 months? Where is that? It's only the response. Thank you so much, Hals. Hals, thank you for that. Thank you for that. And feel free to bless up the platform, by tapping the screen, or if you like, leaving a gift, you know what I mean? Get the video out there. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. So it is my view that, yes, you guys did the response thing, but what about the proactive actions? Like, the obvious thing is cleaning the drains, bro. The drains being blocked up is what causes most of the flooding. The water diverting and going somewhere else instead of going in the direction that you intended it to go, we can't even quantify how damaging that can be, or how much lives can be impacted negatively or lost by that happening. Nadine, how you doing? Genius, Wagwan. Bless up yourself. Good night. And for those that are here from Jamaica, if you you can call me and let me know what is going on in your neck of the woods. If you're on TikTok, you can send me a request. Right? Send me a request and let me hear what's going on in your neck of the woods. Right? If you're in Jamaica. Alright? Yes. Yes. Long time I don't see you. You get black, I'm unblock all I know. Yes. Yes. We have to put everything into context. We have to put everything into context. Right. We have to. Because we should be prepared for this storm. It shouldn't be that them are run up and down and a send truck going in the sandy gully at last minute and I take out sediments, we are block up the drain. It shouldn't be big old Fox News come down and CBS News come down and I highlight everything. Embarrassing. We live in our storm, one hurricane area where we know we're gonna get hurricanes, we know we're gonna get rain, and there's no policy in place, nothing. And you can't blame the previous government. You have been running it for 10 years and you never seen fit to put something in place and structure it. So you are just as culpable. You have to take full responsibility, right? I only say third term at 1 p.m. and fourth term loading. And if at this way I go with it, fourth term load, WhatsApp number is 876-451-6535. Worse like we know see a thief than TV election. Huh? Nah, ease up. Nah, ease up. Thank God for Paul Buchanan. November 18. Make sure it's a court open. Yeah, man. Believe. The number is 876-451-6535. That's 876-451-6535. We are going to put the blame where it's supposed to go because these people have a way of playing things down. And when they are supposed to take responsibility and be accountable, they might blame the opposition. Right? In a parliament the other day, just before the storm, we were trying to get answers as to are the drains going to be clean? What are the monies that are going to be allocated? Some people are saying that they didn't get their money for the contracts. All of these things. Size 13. Turn off people mic. Disgusting. Disgusting. All right? Even if we need major upgrades for the drains, how about growing the economy? How about growing the economy so we can get more money to do more things and fix up the infrastructure? But they have failed to do that as well. They have failed to do that. And they're going to blame Beryl. And now they're going to blame Melissa. They always have something to blame when they fail. Right? And the hungry belly liver, right, them will follow them. Them just eat it up. Them just eat it up. Right? The man them is never wrong. Like ever. Nightbot drop my number in the chat like all the time on YouTube, you know. If you guys are paying attention to Nightbot, look at all of the videos, the messages that Nightbot drop. One of them has my WhatsApp number there. Alright? One of them has my WhatsApp there. I have no time. I seriously have no time for you because you know what? Stick around. I'm going to tell you what the IMF and the World Bank says no. Stick around because you run with IMF and something. You know what they said? You know what they said? The latest thing that they said? They have to reevaluate their score for Jamaica because they're not growing the economy fast enough. So when they tell you that, oh, Jamaica is doing well, they cannot say it anymore because they're not growing the economy. I'm going to play the clip. Hold on. I'm going to play the clip. I got it. Trust me, I got it.
While it is neither expected nor designed that all storms will trigger all instruments, the idea is that we should always be able to access resources from some instruments for every storm. As such, the extent of the damage as preliminarily and anecdotally assessed will certainly mean that the government of Jamaica will have to draw on all of the resources available in the first two layers.
Hey, King Silvera, are you Melissa Silvera's family? Because some people were saying that this Melissa was, you know,
Contingency Fund and the Natural Disaster Fund. This totals $4.5 billion. It's still early days, but we may also have to access the next layer, which consists of our contingent credit claim with the IDB. As such, on Thursday, I initiated the process for this access. While the maximum amount under this layer for the most severe natural disasters is approximately $46 billion, it will take a few days to ascertain exactly how much of this barrel will as well as how much we will need. We have a tropical cyclone and excess rainfall policies with the Caribbean Catastrophe Reinsurance Facility. We will know by end of business on Friday on the possible payouts from the tropical cyclone policy, but we have to wait until early next week to receive feedback regarding the excess rainfall policy. With respect to the top layer in our disaster risk framework, the path and intensity of Hurricane Beryl did not trigger Jamaica's catastrophe bond, which essentially serves the purpose of providing.
Therein lies your problem. Ralston Hyman is very credible. Therein lies your problem. Ralston Hyman has not been wrong yet. All when them same wrong, them end up of the same right. Eventually. All when them a chat shit. All when them a go some Bobs and attack, say, yo, him just this and him just that. 2 days later, everything what him said, I saw it go for true. Him man has tell them from last year, February, about the banks and the loans and the interest rates and how it's going to affect the economy. Nobody listened. Nobody listened. Nobody listened. And that is exactly what they have to come admit last year, December, and into this year now, going into December again. From last year in February, them time, the man has screamed from the top ice, yo, we need to free up the lending, take down the interest rate. The government need to do something so the people them can borrow some money and so it can put some growth in the economy. The people them can borrow upon their rate there. Yo, what not do? Nobody listened. Nobody listened. And look where our economy is now. Same place when say it go. Nowhere. No growth. We in a damn recession. And I'm going to talk about technical recession. How we are talking? You think me I hear that?
Financial protection against a Category 5 or very intense Category 4 hurricane making landfall in Jamaica. Had Hurricane Beryl made landfall in Jamaica, or had Hurricane Beryl retained its intensity as observed on Tuesday, as measured by centralized air pressure, it would have certainly triggered the catastrophe bond. In addition to the above, the government of Jamaica has a $140 billion precautionary and liquidity line with the International Monetary Fund. The PLL is intended for countries with strong fundamentals and can be drawn in event of liquidity problems that emerge. While it is too early to rule anything out, we do not anticipate that Hurricane Beryl has led to or will lead to liquidity issues for the government of Jamaica. At the current time, therefore, this facility is therefore unlikely to be drawn. Over the next few days, the government of Jamaica will aggregate the estimates of damage and interventions required and finalize the total resources available from disaster risk financing sources. We have learned from past experiences. What differentiates this time from previous similar occasions is that this time, the government of Jamaica has been proactive in arranging disaster risk financing in advance. As such, We do not need to scramble in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl to finance the emergency response and recovery required. We're very fortunate that Hurricane Beryl
does not care about party.
You know, them money and music will never, ever die. Never, ever.
All right. What name again? Portland Spice.
Is that we would have people who would
Two days ago.
And US. Yeah, man. While because me send you
very evident
that the statement was a
growth and low per capita income risk.
Raleigh. Yeah, man. I called you this morning about one main thing. More you listen to this clip here.
Credit rating agency Standard & Poor's is warning that Jamaica's commercial banking sector faces growing risks due to the country's slow economic growth and low per capita income. S&P says Jamaica's per capita GDP, when divided among a population of roughly 2.7 million, remains lower than most countries in Latin America and the Caribbean. The agency says this limits how much many Jamaicans can afford to borrow, and that affects the ability of banks to grow their loan portfolios. It notes that most of the banks' 1.6 trillion in loans are tied to industries which are more sensitive to downturns in the economy. S&P also highlighted that private sector borrowing remains low at just 51% of gross domestic product, signaling a small and less stable market for banking products. The agency says stronger economic growth will be needed to support a more resilient and profitable banking sector. The Jamaica Public Sector.
Raleigh, what does that mean?
Raleigh has been saying it. The people them cannot afford to borrow money from the bank. The interest rates are too high. Now it's messing up the banking system. So the ratings that them used to get about debt to GDP and all of this, and Jamaica got a robust economy, that is about to go through the window because them don't listen. And don't tell me that the Jamaican government cannot do nothing. That is a lie from the pits of hell. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
Simply put, we need to accelerate growth in the economy so that people have more money, people are more viable, and the banks can have a bigger market in order to make loans. What they're saying is that no matter what you say about debt to GDP and them things they really not help right now. What you need to do is to grow the economy. The focus must be on growth so that people have more money. So when the bank comes check you go to the bank, them to say you can service the loan.
No. That makes sense, right? Grow the economy. So when people go to the bank and go for a loan, the bank and system can service the loan. Because if they can't service the loan, you're not going to get the loan. The economy is not growing, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. And if you're going to tell me you're going 0.009 miles per hour, that means growth, get out of here. Leave. All right? Just leave. And if you're going to tell me that, oh, it's because of Beryl, why them don't grow the economy, please jump off of one cliff and drop in us on deep water. Get out of here. Because all the other islands in the Caribbean grew their economy after Beryl. And some of them got hit worse than Jamaica. So what are we not doing that they are doing? Better leadership. Period. Better policy. Period. That is rain or fall now. So rain or fall now. That is just the reality of the situation. There's no going around it. There's no two ways about it. That is the reality. Other Caribbean countries have grown their economy by more than 2%. After burial, post burial. So they have been overpaying the debt and not growing the economy. They have been underspending the capital budget, which has to do with infrastructure, by the way. You know, like cleaning the drains, like preparing for the storm. And people are talking to me about not talking politics when we clearly know that things that they did jeopardize us right now and people living in these areas that are in danger. The decisions that they made as the government, the one that is ruling, that were terrible decisions. Just terrible. They were warned about it by the People's National Party. Several times I've seen Julian Robinson come out and say, wait a minute, whoa, red flag. I can't believe people voted in back the pro-box lady. Like, honestly, to run our economy. So anything you get, you know, you just grab on and hold on for that and hug it up, you know. All I want to vote for JLP, you know. Anything you get, hold on for it. Don't ball to me, ball to God. That me I tell you. Pro-box lady, you literally vote her back in a parliament. Honestly, after the pro-box comment, oh my days, shame.
Right now, because of the low per capita GDP, that is GDP divided by the population, the banks then find it difficult to make loans because they're skeptical as to whether the borrowers will be able to pay back the loan because the economy is growing so slow. As the man them tell you, Jamaica has one of the lowest growth rate and the lowest per capita GDP in the entire Latin America and the Caribbean. That is what Dennis Chung never told you. That is what Pete Duncan never told you. That is what Richard Biles.
No, everything is crazy. I understand that, you know. The integrity of the government is no good, as is the integrity of the election is no good. So I am still blaming the people that actually voted for them. There are people that jumped up and shouted show a labor right. There are people that jumped up and was like them hate Mark Golding. And me see one video with one lady. Walk on yard map. Me see one video with one lady. Oh, me hate you, Mark Golding, go from here. So I'm like, what? What did Mark Golding ever do to you? More than fight to win a parliament. If it wasn't for Mark Golding, we would be in slavery right now. I kid you not. They soon turn off the light? Oh, the rain get heavy? The wind. Well, when it cut off, it cut off. Me I go and run it.
Turn off the light when you cut off.
You see me? When it cut off, it cut off. Me still I run it same way straight through, right through. Till the light cut off. People me I get rain now and breeze, you know. And it I get heavier. Yeah, man. You know, so, you know, a while ago I hear nothing. But now me I hear some things that drop on the ground out there. You see me? As me tell you, say, the breeze, man. The breeze. The breeze is a problem. Yeah, man, definitely. I'm glad you yeah, man, go to Colin Bell. As a matter of fact, go to Portland Spice TV on TikTok. That's the Colin Bell. I think that's his name, Colin Bell. On TikTok or Portland Spice TV. And a lot of these things you can go over him, have them there. Go to him YouTube, Portland Spice TV. Because I only share snippets of key things that they actually put out, you know. I don't share the whole entire thing. You feel me? So I would encourage you guys to go over there and check it. But Maxi Romy is the one that caused this because I had no intention of going into this. But it's relevant to know because of the storm and the lack of preparedness that they have. They have exercised where this hurricane season is concerned and this particular storm, and it should not have been like that because they already went through one last year. You understand? And this one is now coming on the land. at a category 5 at 160 to 175 miles per hour. Somewhere there about or lesser than. You feel me? Catastrophic damage. Some places have already been damaged in other parts of Jamaica, and it didn't reach landfall. Flooding and everything. Right? Terrible, man. Terrible.
I'm telling you. That is what Wayne and we're not telling you. That is what Wayne Robinson are telling you.
What is Jamaica's per capita GDP?
7,000 US. Just barely at 7,000 US.
7,000 US.
Only 80 is below with 3,000 and change.
What is Barbados GDP?
Barbados we up in at 18,000 them time. The Barbados and Trinidad we up in at 18,000. Bahamas and them place at 20,000.
So the average Jamaican in Jamaica makes 7,000 US dollars a year. You say you can't understand why them close the airport so early. That there was at least a whole day they could. Well, you know, I'm not even going to go into those technicalities because then I will be deemed extremely biased and unfair. I'm going to leave that argument to the chat. I am just talking about our lack of preparedness, things that they actually could control. You can make an argument that, oh, the storm looked like it was coming based on projection, so to be safe, them locked down the airport. You can make those arguments, right? And it's a tit for tat as far as I'm concerned. But what you cannot do is tell me that they did everything they could in preparation for this hurricane season. That's what you can't do. And we got a warning, you know. We got several warnings before this hurricane, you know. Look at the regular rain that fell in Kingston, Spur Tree Hill, and all of these places, and look what it did. Look what it did. Are you telling me Sandy Gully isn't clean? Sandy Gully just compromise, so. And we just, you know, them just let it go, so. Come on, man. After the lady in Kingston lost so much of our property because of rain, came on the news, devastated. Her whole house was the gutter. It was the river. That's where the gutter flowed. The gully, the gully of the gully, the gutter of the gully. That's where it all flowed. Right? What's up, Gene Paul? How you doing? Right? So what I'm saying is, if it wasn't for Mark Golding, all of us would be in slavery right now. And I'm not kidding. The NIDS in its original form, if you guys look up that story, was the most unconstitutional piece of legislation ever presented and was looking to be passed in Parliament. And Mark Golding said, yo, hell no, red flag. This can't stand. No way this can be implemented. The young man that is now a doctor that stood up to Andrew Ones in that famous town hall meeting and got him riled up. Thank God for that young man for shedding light. He actually read the legislation and was like, yo, Virgin, there's some problem with this, you know. Although welcome a national ID and whatever, this can't work now, here's why. And he challenged the government, and they did not like the challenge. You see, they want to keep these town hall meetings, and people just nod them head and go, yeah man, we are going to work with this man, this sounds good. When they challenge them, he goes on a tyrant. I reject that you think that I don't have the moral authority, or I don't have the... When you never hear him, when you never hear Andrew Wallace go up on a whole spill, he was so hurt that the young man challenged the NIDS. He was so hurt that the young man had serious questions that made him appear to be incompetent and his government. Come to find out, they either were incompetent, high unstoppable. Come to find out, they were either incompetent or they just didn't care. You get me? Come to find out.
Dam rep at 10,000 change. Guyana way up in at 18,000 region. Jamaica the lowest in the Caribbean.
We are the lowest in the Caribbean.
Except 80.
And GDP means people what the average Jamaican earn per year. Right? So what this $7,000 is saying is that the average Jamaican is earning 7,000.
Oh, I'm not saying that you are incompetent. What are you talking about? I'm not saying you are incompetent. Everything is crazy. I'm not saying you are incompetent. I'm saying the government think that we are incompetent. Or they just didn't care. They just did it on purpose and hope that, oh no, the leader you're talking about, oh, the way how you wrote it, I was like, oh, you said right. I can't believe you think oh yeah, I got you now. I got you.
$1,000 US per year. Can we live on that?
No. That is why we carry so much debt, and that is why, as the man I tell you, the banking sector kind of exposed, and that is why they can't make enough loans. Yeah, so one, the interest rates are high. So if never high interest rates and the economy not growing, 1 million I'm not so sure say now get back my money. So we have to protect our depositors, so we are hold on and lend it. So I'm trying to put the money in a government paper and then to the
Hey, TikTok, all 57 of you guys, can we get to 50,000 likes? Everybody, just, you know what I'm saying?
Make it easier for we to, you know, because one, the interest rate high, the cost of my money high, and the economy not grow. So I'm not sure so you're going to pay me back. So we have to make sure I lend the government the money. Because you know say they're going to pay back the debt, because that is where they're focused on more than anything else, paying back the debt and paying back faster than...
Your phone signal poor? Boy, at least I'm alright, you know. My signal out to get poor, you know. The Wi-Fi soon get affected. It was rebooting at one point. Yeah, it was rebooting at one point, so yeah.
And program for. So even Fitch came out yesterday and said the same thing. The money might pay the debt faster than them expect to pay the debt. And by the end of this year, the debt to GDP will be 58% rather than 60%.
Wow. You have been saying this a long time, Raleigh. Nobody.
Long time. That's what I'm telling you, them are bogus.
Let me not say nobody. The government was not listening to you. They don't listen to me. They don't listen to Simon. They don't listen to Obi. Because we are bad news or. And we are preach doom and gloom. Now that Standard and Poor say it and Finn say it, do you think they will now listen?
And the World Bank is also saying it. Well,
you hear that? You hear that? Max in Rome, you hear that? The World Bank is also saying it. The World Bank is also saying it. So no wait till the World Bank has said it before and listen to people competent. Joke thing.
They have to listen, because if they don't listen to them, man, they will find themselves in a problem, because the things with them thrive on the upgrades and the loans and everything. They don't think never be harder to come by, because man, I see now grow fast enough. Yes, I'm already tell them, say, although we upgrade, we have a problem with our growth rate, because the other people them were in a phone ratings. They might grow faster than us, so no real.
You hear that? The people them, Jamaica ratings, when it comes to our economy, is fake. We are phony. The people that have our ratings is growing faster than us. You have to be having an economical growth rate of a certain level for you to get those ratings. Right? Our ratings have an asterisk. Wait, say what happened to Bolo VNR? You now see it. I think they did live over there. That's why, let me see. Let's see if he come back now. People over Bolo VNR clips, you now hear me? You now see me good? Sassy, let me know if it come back. Let me know if it come back. Check it for me. Hold on there. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Look like you know come back, you know. Let me check the Wi-Fi, yeah. You know, easy, believe me. The people need it. Reveal it. All right, we're good now. There we go. Because I saw the numbers dropping in. And also, every time I see the numbers drop dramatically when I'm live, I'll have to check the internet. Definitely have to check the internet. I mean, the numbers just went like this. I knew something was wrong. I should have checked it. It went from double digits to single digits quick.
You don't really not justify this rating.
So we are getting the ratings, but we don't have the work for sure.
Precisely. That the man and make it clear. Yep. I'm not a bogus analyst. No, I tell the people.
Let me tell you what it is. It's like Jamaica economy got a doctorate. Donna, how you doing? It's like Jamaica economy got a doctorate and they found out that they cheated. They are not really that brilliant. So the doctorate has to be taken back. You did not earn it. That's what they're saying about the economy. That's what they're saying about our economy, you know. Everything about this government is fake. The election was fake. The results were fake. Their book about their achievement is fake. Everything about this government is fake. The facade that somehow the hospital system and healthcare is just amazing, that's fake. How is it that 79,000 people in Jamaica that we know of statistically is dirt poor? They are living a multi-dimensional life of poverty, lack of access to every essential thing that someone's supposed to have. But they told us, yeah, we are about prosperity. You think we're going to support it? Wait till this time pass through Jamaica. Wait till this time pass through Jamaica. All of us is going to be affected negatively. I know for a fact. What I do, this, I don't have internet or signal. I can't do nothing. Dead. Done. If I don't have internet or signal, I can't do nothing. All the other content creators, them, the TikToker, them, we make them money off of them taps and roses. TikTok, we can't taps and roses over here, so to hear. I know some not do no foolishness, I'm not chat no foolishness, I'm not chat nobody. Like some of them, we talk some crazy things. No, not them. I'm just saying what they do and what I do is not the same. But you can still send me gifts. Thank you in advance. Same thing with YouTube. Big up the few people that might donate. I appreciate the platform enough to do that. But this thing is going to affect everybody, is my point. It's going to affect everybody.
Truth about that. So the man then come back again yesterday and say, yo, even the banking sector vulnerable because of the slow rate of growth and the low per capita GDP. Then people can't pay back the money, and that is why the private sector loans only 51% of GDP because the bank them don't want to lose them depositors money. They don't want to get in that trouble. The interest rates are high. They get them to bring down the interest rate. So yeah, that is a big problem that we have.
All right, Raleigh.
And that is why it's
I heard you said, I think it was yesterday, that the government collected more in taxes and grants that they had more than they projected for. How much more did they collect?
From April to August, revenue and grants, that include tax revenues and the money where them get free money from foreign, was 5.9 billion above budget, and tax revenues itself, Jamaican people pay 7.6 billion more in taxes than the government expected. Where them do the money?
So that's 5.9 and 7.6, 7 and 5.
No, you can't put the two of them together. That is a split. One are tax revenues and one is tax revenues plus what them get from foreign. So the revenues and grants were 5.9, almost 6 billion more than them expected. and the tax revenues, the amount of taxes what I'm expected to collect was 7.6 billion more than I'm expected.
So when me I look on me, I say, in fact, them collect more about $13 billion more than they had budgeted for.
No, you can't split it that way then. No, it can't be done like that.
Can't do so.
Because, no.
But why can't do so? Some in one another?
Yeah, man, because the revenues, the tax revenues and the grants mix up together in the first line. And then when you strip it out now, the tax revenues were more, 7.6 billion more than budgeted for.
So in all, they collected how much more than they were budgeting for? What would be that total figure in that period?
If you use the revenues and grants, it would be 5.9 billion. And if you use the tax revenues alone, the taxes that the Jamaican people paid, 7.6 billion more than they expected.
And how much they were supposed to be paying on the debt?
36 billion and they paid 50.5 billion.
They were supposed to pay. So the debt due was 36 billion.
Yep.
But they paid 50 how much?
50.5.
50.5 billion dollars more. So no, 50.5 billion. So you'd have said then they paid about $14 billion more than
14 billion more than projected for, yeah, and then
so the man then pay back $14 billion. Oh, 14 billion or million?
It's more. So no, 50.5 billion. So you'd have said then.
Yeah, then pay 14.5 billion more upon the debt. The economy is not growing. And they are paying too much on the debt. It doesn't make any sense. It does not help the economy grow when you pay off the debt too fast. They're underspending on the capital budget. So all of the infrastructure, the roads and everything. Do you know how important roads are to the economy? The smoother the roads is the faster goods go from A to B, and time is money. It all boils down to dollars and cents. So why is it that the government of Jamaica has reported was underspending the capital budget to 20 million? If you take the money for pay the debt, 20 billion. If you take the money for pay the debt, you see how ass backwards that is? You see how that affect us economically in a negative? And I am not no genius. I'm just listening to the conversation and putting simple mathematics together. Well, you know, if you don't invest in things that make money, but you take the money to pay back the debt, how are you going to make the money? How are you going to grow the economy? Houseway, we're going to depend on. Oh, by the way, we are not producing anything in agriculture. We don't export. Our imports are so out of control, bro. Our import bill is so out of control. It's ridiculous. Anthony, big up. Our import bill is so ridiculous compared to our export bill. We are not producing and getting back. And then what is bad about it is, what I understand, is that 60% of our debt is paid back in US dollars. That's very significant. Because if we don't grow the economy and the US dollar keeps rising in value and our dollar keeps decreasing, every time it rises in value, as far as I understand it, $14 million goes on the debt for every $1 it raised to, and $666,000 of interest goes on the debt as well. So if the US dollar rise up by $2, that's $28 million gone on the debt, plus 660 times 2, how much that? 132,000. 1.3 million. Sorry. 1.3 million. No, that's not accurate. No. Of course it's accurate. 1.3 million. 1.32 million, whatever. No, 1.3 million. 1.3 million. 0 carry 2. 1.3 million. 1.4? I think it's 1.4, whatever. So, all is 1.32. Thank you, Rose. Long time in the school, I used to do maths and I head fast and accurate, even itch. Used to bright, Get done, so now. Imagine me as I get done, so now. You guys see me, you hear me. Imagine me as I get done, so now. Yeah, man, you get brain and get old, man. You used to sharper than this, man. Quick, man. Fast pan the maths. Fast pan the maths. It's like we could have visualized the maths pan the maths board. Like 6, 6, 0, 6, 6, 0, 2, 1. That's 13. Boom. Yes, I'm still sharp, Anthony. Thank you, sir. Yeah, me used to like visualize it on the board. I like, fast. I want to second guess myself. But now, me a second guess, I know some brain I get slower. I second guess myself now, like, yo, is that one? No, man, for real, man. Like, 2 of me did that before. Me done. Anyway, moving on. So, that is a bad and a negative for us to pay the debt so fast. And as Rastan Hyman explained to me, because I've listened to him several times, that 14 million added to the debt, right? Plus the 1 point, plus, like I said, if it's $2 US raised to, you know it go. 1.3 million plus the 14 million, because the interest are 1.32 million. And then the 28 million, right? Listen, we cannot afford these things. And then what is the banks doing? The bank is putting in money in to stable the dollar. Because we are not growing the economy, it is putting a strain on the entire economic system. We cannot continue like this, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot continue like this. Our entire economic system is going into a crash, and I believe they're doing this on purpose because they want to come in with their digital shit. Road Vita says, how is CARICOM prepared to help after the hurricane? Well, we have to remember that Jamaica is not the only country that is being affected by Hurricane Melissa. That's one. Secondly, earthquakes and other things is happening in the Caribbean outside of this storm. So I don't really know, I don't really know. I think the way how this storm is moving is literally taking out all the major players in the Caribbean. It's just 1 and 2 major players is left. And hurricane season is not done, isn't it? November 30th? It finished. You saw an article that Guyana pledged half its army. That's why you're asking. What do you mean it pledged half its army? To do what? That sound like them a go war. That sound like them pledge half of their army to America. Wait. You need to send me the article there. Digital Black say, IMF tell the government to buy, yes, to carry the Jamaican dollar to US to 200. Yeah, I think that I go sink with. But guess what? In all honesty, the way how the economy is bad, you know that's the real value of our dollar to the US. It's close to 200, Me tell you, say everything about this country is fake. Our dollar is more leaning towards $200 to 1 US. That's how bad the economy is. Because it's not growing, you cannot sustain so many levels of stagnation in the economy and expect the dollar not to drop dramatically. And your importation bills are high, and you have to pay it in the US. 60% height in the US? Come on, bro. We say them are dedicate soldiers from Guyana to come help Jamaica rebuild? You gotta be kidding me, bro. What? No, you gotta send me that article. I need to read that. That's crazy.
They paid
soldiers
about $14 billion.
$14 billion more than
that don't sound
far.
good.
Yeah, and
that
then cut the capital budget by $4 billion. So that is why the scrambling can't find the money.
I want people to understand this clearly. We have debt obligations that we must pay. The debt obligation for the period, which period was that, Raleigh?
April to August.
April to August, same period. We were supposed to pay the people them owe, foreign and local, right?
Yeah, man.
$36 billion. Instead of paying $36 billion, which is our debt obligation,